check my channel. And I think that is us, Broly. I think that's us finally live after me fucking around for an hour just trying to get my shit working. So we are live.
Right. There we go.
Just double checking on my YouTube. Just making sure everything is working. Seems like it is. Yep, that's us live, Broly. Welcome. Finally, welcome on. Just making sure everything's fucking working. Yep, that is. Audio seems okay. So yeah,
Alright.
man. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you. It's good to see you here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks
for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're welcome at any point. Just give me a second. I'm just sharing the stream around now. Just making sure. There we go. I think that's us. We'll see the viewers pop in. Yeah, we've got a viewer now apparently. Welcome to the stream. So,
Thanks for having me.
let's just start at the beginning, Broly. What got you into Conclave?
It all started when it was back in 2017 when my friend of mine introduced me to the game Warframe. And as usual, we started playing some PvE, tried to get to learn about the mechanics. And then after a few months afterwards, my friend introduced me to Conclave. So we went in there and we just tried out like an IRO and
I think we're already having technical issues. You're cutting out a little bit.
I was. Oh.
If it's not my end, it's your end, eh? God damn it. God fucking damn it. An hour late. Oh no, let's not have my DMs up on screen, shall we? Let's not do that. Fuck, because it's now just underneath all that. Fuck, it's gonna have to be quick. Move it, there we go, fine, okay. Whew! That was how my DMs were fucking consuming that were up on the screen now. That was fine. Just make sure, if you need to drop out and pop back in, just for audio's sake, then you can do it.
Drop out and like end the call and come back.
Yeah, something like that. If that helps, or like disconnect your phone audio, disconnect your phone from the router or whatever, and then reconnect it. That usually fixes my shit. But if it seems it seems stable to now though, we'll give it another attempt.
All right.
Right. So 2017, your friends got you into Warframe.
Yeah, and then we went to do some PvE, so we can understand the mechanics, how things work.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, when we got used, and then when we got used to it, my friend said like, "Hey, there's a PvP. You want to go try it out?" I was all like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So then we saw these 4 modes. So we saw Annihilation, Team Annihilation, Cephalon Capture, and Lunaro. So we tried all 4 of them, but we had a lot of fun on Annihilation because we encountered like so many random players, and we were just all having fun. There was less drama. But then after that, my friends started to get bored on Warframe, so have I. So we decided, to take a break. And a year after, or in a year and a half, I decided to come back, like just play some more PvP, and that's where shit hits the fan.
And what do you mean by that?
When I saw people start using Zaws, I was all like, there was like one-hit kills. So I got confused. I was all like, really? There's a weapon that actually one kills you? And this is where I encountered one of the El Imperio, Duarte.
So you encountered Duarte right there and then.
Mm-hmm.
When was it
so
that you...
I kind of...
Oh, sorry to cut you off. You continue.
Go ahead.
No, you continue.
Okay, all right. So when he kept on killing me, so I write a text by saying, like, what the hell? Since when weapons does one hit kills? That's kind of stupid. So then afterwards, Duarte kills me again, and he started teabagging me. I was all like, "What the hell did I do? I'm just asking a question."
You're
And
just
I text and I
asking.
message. I know, right? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I tell him I just asked a question. Since when? Because I did say I've been gone for a year and I didn't know there was a weapon that someone had killed. But apparently Duarte thought I was being salty, so he decided to teabag me, and he messaged me by saying "ja ja ja." You know, in other words, it's ha 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 in Spanish.
He jajad on you in the first day.
Pretty much. So I was all like, okay, he's being really fucking cocky. I was all like, okay, I don't need to deal with this. So I told him, saying, you know what, just fuck off. Then a couple days after, this is where I met their leader, one maiden.
Alright.
And then one maiden decided to teabag me too. So I'm guessing Duarte told one maiden, like, oh, there's a salty player here. So let's just team up and teabag him. And they did. So then afterwards, and I encounter Take the L. And this is where my toxicity began. Because he started to say, like, oh, good game, noobs. So I was all like, wait, why are you saying to random people noobs? This is
Oh
not
god.
how you talk to people like that. And he's all like, why are you being so sensitive like a little bitch? I was all like, well, why are you going around calling people noobs? Some people might not take it like lightly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I'm just shocked that you encountered Take the L and all that shit with this sort of fucking short period of time, man. That's impressive.
I know. And so then afterwards, I decided to say, you know what? I'm just gonna shut my mouth and just play, because the fact is, the more I talk, it's gonna give them the satisfaction. So, anyways, that is when I encounter Cantus. Well, back then it was Satana, I think that was his name before.
El Santa. Yeah, that's Cantus now.
Yeah. Um. So, anyways, they were playing, and I decided to type on the text by saying friendly. I'm friendly whatsoever, and they comply and they didn't attack me, and that's where it became like chummy chummy with me. So, but then after that, Take the L messaged me by saying like, "Yo, you want to join my clan?" I was all like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
So it was L's clan
And
that you
we,
were in first.
yeah, I was in L's clans first, only for a little bit, but there was not a lot of people, so I decided to, like, what's the point?
What was the name of his clan again?
There
Was
was
it
hardly
Scar?
anyone. I don't remember.
Was it not called Scar? Because I remember Scar.
Yes, it's Scar. Yes, it's Scar. Thank
You
you.
missed a good bit of chunk of action there, but I won't go into that. I'll let you continue with your story.
It's alright.
Just on you go,
um,
man. I think you already know about the psych myth shit anyway, so.
I bet. So, anyways, when I saw one maiden, he's all, I said to him, like, hey, what's up, one maiden? And he was all, like, being chill with me. And he's all like, why did you join L? I mean, like, you could have been on our clan. I mean, like, we have lots of people. So I said to myself, saying, you know what? Maybe I will join them. And obviously L got upset about it, so I told him, it's like, listen, there's hardly anyone in the clan, and this dojo, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking empty.
Oh, you Cantus does a lot of dojo
No joke.
decorating.
I'm sorry.
Cantus does a lot of dojo decorating. Like he loves that. He makes like giant demon sculptures in El Imperial's dojo now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Because the
sent me some
last time
really.
when I was in El Imperio,
He sent me like a whole bunch of
go
screenshots and they
ahead.
looked really good, man. Like for real, like it was some fucking cool looking work. I was like, holy shit. Maybe I was like, maybe the guy should like try and do some traditional art type of shit. You know what I mean? Or maybe even a bit 3D. Because like it was actually some good fucking stuff he was like creating in there. I was like, oh fuck, it's a cool looking dojo. And
That's amazing.
I was like, yeah, it's some good looking. Like he's just making it of objects and like merging them together, obviously. But it's the first step, I guess. I mean, it's like, you know, he could have done something with that, I guess. I don't know. It's up to him. But that's what he usually does now. He makes dojo decorations and things like that. But that's El Impero. So at what point from El Impero did you join Hachiro's group? Or Outcast Moon? If you're still there. Has it cut off and died again? I hope not.
I'm here.
Oh, you're
I don't know what happened.
Did you hear me at all there? Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you were saying about Cantus, like, his decoration. It's like really amazing. And I was about to ask you, like, did he took screenshots?
Yeah, he did. I'll post them to you later. He sent them to like our group chat or whatever about his dojo making. It's pretty cool stuff. I think it was him that made it anyway. I don't wanna put take credit away from whoever done it, but he posted it and it was as if he was quite proud of it. So I'm assuming he made it.
It must be really amazing. I mean, like, if he's actually really proud of his work, I mean, like, it must be really, really, really nice.
I'm surprised you haven't entered some dojo competitions for it, because it is that good. It's not like the classic dojos you see now where they just cover it with rocks and then they have like some like little banners that tell you where to go and all that type of weird shit. It's actually like out of the map decorations using empty space as like as like an area to work with. It's like quite cool looking things that they do. They build out the map and that, so they've really made some cool little areas and everything.
That's really nice.
There's like an out the map area in the Orokin lab. So adjacent to the Orokin lab, there is like the skybox for the outside area. So they've managed to find the skybox, and if you like place decorations inside the skybox, and if you go out the map in the Orokin lab, it's blown up and even bigger. Because that's just how it works Gary's mod way, because the skybox is a physical thing that's just displayed on the inside of the area to make it look like there's a bigger area. That's how they do it.
Right.
So Warframe does the same thing, and he was like placing decorations in the skybox, and it was like making it look like the solar rail thing that's in the background was like getting blown up by like this big fucking demon thing at one point. It was like really cool looking. Like he was actually like making nice. He was making some good use of it.
I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
I gave him a message. He was wanting to see our dojo at one point, but our dojo is just shit. Like, we just fucking shitpost in our dojo. We've got an entire room on our bottom floor dedicated to worshipping fucking John Prodman as a funny meme. Like legit. That's just all we have in our dojo. But,
right.
But, that's El Impero. So, when was the change from El Impero to Outcast Moon?
When did it change is that after I was with El Imperial for like how many months now?
I think you were there for about
6.
I was going to say 5, but yeah, 5-6 months.
I think it was about like 5 months. I left after Christmas around that. It's because it's the part when I'm starting to get really fed up for the fact is that they keep using the Zaw. I was all like, okay, enough is enough. And this is where they actually saying things to me, so, oh, you betray me, and blah, blah, blah. And then after that, he was saying shit about my kid. I mean, they made my kid cry.
Oof.
Yeah, they made my kid cry. I was at work, and my kid called me, and was saying, oh, you were saying things about that. Oh, your dad's in need. Yeah, your dad doesn't love you like that. I was all like, God damn, what the hell's their problem? I was like, what the? I'm not joking. My kid was fucking crying on the phone. I was on the phone for at least for a good 20 minutes to calm him down.
Man, that's some fucking shit right there.
Because my kid was playing with his godfather, was obviously my best friend, and he was playing Conclave, and they decided to freaking show up, and they just, I don't know, just treating him shit and actually tell him to kill himself. I was all like, okay. And this is where I get into contact with Hachiro and ask him, so like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I mean, like, they're harassing him. They're telling him to kill himself. So Hachi tell me, my son is like, you know what, I'll just send a message to Dia and blah 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 and all that. So I was like, thanks, because this needs to stop. And then he got this text apparently that Aquarius has sent it to me by my phone, and he was saying things. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have betrayed us. Blah blah blah. I was all like, okay, but
that's no excuse. That's a fucking.
I know,
kid.
right?
I'm laughing because of how absurd that is as well, right? I'm not laughing because haha, I take the piss out of kids, right? I'm laughing because This is just so fucking unreal. This is Warframe. This is it.
I know. I know. I mean, like, this is what it is back then with El Imperio, okay? If you leave them, or if you betray them, it's like a fucking mafia. They're going after you.
Yeah, it really has turned into a fucking mafia, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why when I got so fed up, I got an invite from Hot Show to join Outcast Moon. I was like, yes, I need help. I mean, like, give me a hand here because this needs to stop. And that's where my toxicity began.
Bro, like, it's just a series of poor choices after poor choices.
I know, and the fact is, all the shit I was saying about you and your clan.
Let's get on to that.
Then when you all the things I said to you guys, I was all like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Let's get on to that because that's a funny area, right? So we'll go back to El Impero again, right?
Okay.
I don't have the original screenshot on hand, but I do have me typing the Spanish in. How do you know Spanish, by the way? You Spanish American?
No, I'm
Spanish. I don't know what it's called.
You're gonna laugh. Use Google Translate.
You use Google Translate. That'll probably be why it fucking translates so well, to be honest. Like, bro, fucking...
It doesn't. No,
I'm talking about coming back to it though. Like, for real. Like, when you've got like, well, if I hit open original, right, and I just do this, it should pop up on stream. You won't be able to see it, but I'll read it out. Do not be discouraged, my friends. Prisoner 04300 and XX-Ribium-XX son garbage. The only reason they have won is because they are together to kill us. They cannot do it alone. These two skanks are just prostitutes full of sexually transmitted diseases who try to infect us. But we are immune to them, so be strong, my friends. They are nothing to us. That's what you said. This was after, right, by the way, this is, what was this when I posted? Right, when was this? I'm trying to remember what the reason for you posting this was. I
don't remember. It must have been during the time I was with El Imperio because no one in Outcast Moon were speaking Spanish. No way.
No, this was El Impero, right? I know this was El Impero because this was in their original chat, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the original message. I lost that, but I'm still in that PSN chat, so I could scroll up if I wanted to. But this is the translated one, right? There's a little bit of Spanish here, like you're not seeing the stream, right? And I get that, right? If I
no, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, that's fine. But there's literally like. I don't know. I don't know if I could, like, I'm not good with Spanish at all. I only know my own language, and even at that point, I'm not fucking good at it. So,
that's all right.
I don't know, but it translated so well, and I just loved it. I think this is one of my favourite ones, just because of how fucking hilarious it was, right? And this is before the Hatchero stuff, right? Now there was a lot of it seemed as well that you had an inclination to really just, like, be super over-supportive to the people in your groups, right? Like, herd mentality, like, proper, that type of thing, right? And I can kind of understand that a little bit, but to the point where you kind of detach the fact that it's a game, and I'm reading this, and I'm like, this is the result. I think this was the result of us in public matches. We win, and then we left, and it really annoyed them after we won that we left, because they wanted to keep on going until they won. But the issue with that is we got really, like, my group was just fucking bored of it. Like, it was just the same shit, different day. They didn't change, and they didn't get any better with it, and it was just every update, the cheese got worse and worse, and it got harder and harder to out-cheese people, you know. Because we were still in the mentality of, like, alright, we'll beat them with skill, you know, like, beat cheese with skill, and eventually it fell to... When the Telos arrived, like when the Telos Boltes did the ragdoll thing, all bets were off. Like, there was no fucking danger. There was no way that you could counter any of that, right? It was just you had to use it back. And once it got to that point is when we really started losing interest. Because before, with El Impero. It was fun when we were fighting them because it was like they were using Mayos and melee, right? And I hated melee, right?
Right.
And I still fucking do hate melee, but that's what they did. And the builds that I had were
Mios, right?
Yeah, it was like Mios and fucking Lacera. They switched to Lacera later on because they realised how more effective it was, and it still did the one-shot slam attacks. So they switched to that. But for me, it was I went Nidus, and they basically had like a game plan to deal with Nidus at that point, and it became more interesting because this is the culmination of their work to counter something. You know what I mean?
Right.
They poured over videos, they poured over gameplay footage, and then they poured over the footage with them, and they'd sit and they would like break it down, and I thought that was kind of cool, right? Because they were like, there was a lot of teamwork going on there. Even as much as I raged at my group as well for fucking just losing to them occasionally, I was like, fuck off, right? I hated it because the minute you give any of these people at the time anyway a victory, it would always like elongate the process of just getting them bored and then to fuck off. Right, because that was the ultimate goal, is just to get them to be like, all right, we're bored of this, and then we'll go move on. That never happened because they never got fucking bored of it.
Yeah, but they're persistent still. Yeah, they're persistent.
Yeah, they're persistent, but it was like how do I put it? They enjoyed it, and the minute you start enjoying what you're doing, and if you get a victory with it, it's weird to deal with that. It's weird to explain it, right? But that's how you deal like with these types of people, right? Is you take the enjoyment away from it, and then you give them a whole bunch of losses that they can't take any semblance of a win out of it, and eventually they'll just move on, right? That's what happens with these types of groups. But they weren't getting that. They enjoyed it too much, right? So that was the issue with them. But it was better in those days because we could make our own builds to counter their builds. It got really boring though when they started mixing our builds into their builds because they could just slot them into each other. Because all that mattered for them was the melee weapon. So all they would do is they would switch to Nidus, thinking that was the key, and then all we would do is just shoot them, and then they'd die immediately, and then they didn't really understand until later on about the stacks, and then they discovered Atlas's Rumbler's ult ability, and then eventually that was still working against them with Nidus, because all they would do is they'd leave the Rumblers there, and then we would just get stacks off the Rumblers that were still punching at us, and we'd gain full stacks, and they'd have just wasted 100 energy on us, right? And it just kept on going downhill from there, right?
Yeah, but with Nidus now, with the map bunker, all they need to do is just wait for the turrets to pop up and then just use stacks there.
It's not even just that. Like, anything that's got a health bar, Broly, literally anything, if it's a mortal, it doesn't matter. If somehow a Nidus can get up onto those security cameras and then use Valorance on the cameras, you would get a stack off of those cameras.
Really? I did not know that.
It's anything with a health bar. That's why it works on Decoy, it works on Saren's Malt, it works on Effigy, it works on anything. Anything with a health bar. It doesn't matter if it's immune or anything, it would work. See the little cameras and drones that you know when you play Index and you go in the Gasworks map, right? And how those little camera drones and everything that are still there even in the Conclave map. If I were to then take that and somehow use Valorance on the cameras, it wouldn't work because you can't do it while you're flying in the air like that. But if there was a platform there, I would be able to get a stack off of those cameras.
Right.
It doesn't it's only effective on those little turrets because the turrets are like on the ground. If you know what I mean, like anything that's like floating in the air, it doesn't work, right? So that's the issue. Like Nidus now has just been completely made irrelevant thanks to the introduction to Saren and the introduction of like Tigris and the current meta that we have now. Nidus is just useless. Like
I heard that they nerfed it.
They did a really bad thing, right? So they gave everyone else technically one stack by giving them shield gating, right? They gave everyone, and then Nidus didn't get anything, and then what they'd done is they removed his invulnerability between stacks, so you could just constantly just offload bullets into a Nidus, and a Nidus would just fall over and die. That's not, like, why would they give that to...
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And then everyone else, right? No, being serious though, every single person, Darth Eskar, all those other fucking parasite cunts that were complaining about Nidus's invulnerability, love shield gating for some reason. And the reason is because you don't have to put the effort in to get the stack. They just got it given to them. It's the same. Like they complain about Nidus, right? But you have to work to get the stack. But then now they've got like the free invulnerability due to shield gating, and now they love it because I don't get one shot. Like, well, that was the fucking point of Nidus. That was the whole point of the build, right? Like.
Because the Nidus doesn't have a shield.
Yeah, exactly. And now they've just made Nidus have no shield gating. And now you see Darth Eska try to play Nidus, and it's funny because all he does is run around with melee weapons because like that's the end result of it.
I know. I bump into him.
Like
I
Darth
bump
Eska,
into him.
I don't see him as an actual fucking person at this point. I just see him as an NPC. Like he has no original.
I don't know. Recently,
he has no original builds or anything. He doesn't do anything.
I know. I mean, like the last time I played with Darth, I mean, like I don't know what's going on lately, but every time when Plugs and others are in the game, Darth immediately switched to like either his Static Core or his Ogress. And basically, Plugs told me by saying like, well, they're fed up of him using constantly AoE. I can't blame him.
AoE now is sort of needed for people who do, like, honestly, the Lanka, as much as I hate that fucking sniper, right, with Saren, the Lanka is the only skillful fucking AoE weapon to deal with melee players, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't block it. Like, it's like, oh, this is how it should be. I shouldn't have to use this one weapon in order to shoot through you holding a little dagger up in the air.
Speaking of Lanka, yesterday when I did one kill on the Lanka on one player, all of a sudden I got 3 other kills. I was all like, what the hell?
Yeah, because the procs
only to find out. Yeah. I was all like, dude, that is fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I was using Saren too. Well, because the reason why I was using Saren is because like I said, I'm fed up with having an entire lobby with just Vectis Prime, and then having a player telling me, he's like, oh, you're using a Saren and Lanka. Oh, so you like to use cheese? And I tell him, like, listen, you guys are using Vectis Prime, so I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit excuse, all right?
Yeah, like, right. Cheese now, right, this is, right, I'm gonna tell a story as well, right, because I think it relates to this a bit. Back in the early days, when my group teabagged fucking degenerates, right, degenerates were a lot different, right, it was because they used meta, not because it was cheese, it was because it was meta. They didn't have an original bone in their body, they just copied builds from fucking everyone they played against, and it got so boring that everyone would run around with like fucking Loki Daiku. And back in those days, right, the decoy would use whatever gun you had equipped at the time, not just your primary weapon. So what they would do is they'd spam decoy with AK stilettos, and then they would like just fire Daiku arrows at people. That's what they would do, right? Even if the spring-loaded broadhead mod didn't proc or do anything, it would just backfire majorly. I'm looking at chat now. Sorry guys, that's me just looking at chat. Consuming goes, Tonkor is pretty strong too. You're right, however, problem with Tonkor is if you're too close to them, you're not going to do anything, because it doesn't blow up on impact, it blows up after a certain distance travelled, right? And melee players move so fast that it's just, I don't even know, like, it's just really, it's just, I don't know, it's just different. It's just difficult and different for it, so that's a real issue there.
I don't remember the last time I was using Tonkor. I think I only used it just to, level up my rank, and then just moved on.
I remember PvE Tonkor before they nerfed it. That was great.
Yeah, I heard that it is.
But if you look at the stream now, I've got another image up as well, but I'll cut off my story because it was just talking about the old days, right? But we've got another screenshot. This was you in Hatchie's group to do with...
Okay.
All the shit there, sorry I have to burp, but all the shit that was there, right? It's basically you telling him that I'm uploading a video. It was like you were the first one to notify him of a video being uploaded. I always relied, that was a meme in our group, it was like fucking Broly the messenger owl, like immediately coming up with it. Like, I know I wasted my time with this pathetic dumb, what was that say? Dumb fuck.
Double dumb fuck.
What does that mean? I
don't know what it means either. I was so toxic, okay? I just come up with words that doesn't even make any sense.
Well, his group loved it, clearly. It's final, stop giving him free clout. I don't know. There was, hold on, there was even more fucking... There was ones I wanted to talk about specifically. So did Hachiro... So... I remember you mentioning to me a little while ago, and I don't have it in writing, but Hachiro talked about how this was making him lose sleep, wasn't he? Like he was
really. Wait, is that what he said? It's making him lose sleep?
Yeah, you said to me that that's what he was doing or what was happening. I remember you said it on the YouTube comments, basically. You put it down there and you were like, what you're doing is affecting Hachiro's sleep. It's like making him not be able to sleep or some shit. And I remember I read that and I laughed so fucking hard that I remember milk came out my nose. How hard I was laughing at that one. So, yeah, on screen right now you can see this here. Now, this was on 3 different videos that I've made of him. The one at the top, right? Who's that clan leader? He uploaded that, so this is when I was going through his public, right, I want to point out his Facebook was publicly linked, right, so if you don't want people to go through your fucking shit and then meme you for your attitude and behaviour, right, don't fucking put your public accounts linked onto your YouTube like an absolute retard. Don't do that, right? But, he done this, and then he posted a silhouette photo of him on some rocks or whatever and the sky in the background, and it was like, literally, I was like, bro, that's like a Who's That Pokemon meme, so then I turned it into that. He really didn't like the video.
I remember that. It was funny.
It wasn't funny at the time for you, though, was it? You were like, he's attacking my clan leader.
But deep inside, I did found it funny, though. I just didn't want to show it to Hashi.
Maybe you should.
I tried my best. I actually, no joke, when I saw the video, I actually did laugh, but I hid it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I know you were like wanting to show support for him there.
Right.
But like, was he saying that this is what his plan was? Just to comment, like that he mentioned a lot of things, right? He mentioned about, you know, wanting to like message DE. Did he actually show you any of his support tickets? Because I want to know if he's put a signature at the bottom, calling himself the Kama's God when he was messaging DE.
That would have been actually funny if he did, though.
I'd celebrate over that. I'd frame it and put it on a wall, and then I'd like later on when I'm able to like fucking buy some Christian merch, I'll get a fucking custom Sonichu medallion and I'll fucking put it next to it. That's how much I'll treasure it if I get an image of his support tickets against me. I want that. I'll pay this for everyone watching. If they can give me Hachiro's support tickets against me, right? If they can give me them, right? I will fucking pay money for them. I want to see this shit. I want to see what he wrote, that it didn't actually go through, because he has a blatant video of me teaming, right? Like, fucking blatant video that was uploaded in, like, fucking 2015, right? That should have been it. That should have been enough. It wasn't. I just want to know how badly written the support ticket was that DT turned around and told him to fuck off.
I don't know, really. I mean, like, most of the time when I was in the party chat with me, Hachi, Ace, Dark, and when he mentions about you, I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking report this Cloud kid, and I'm gonna make a report on PlayStation, like that. And I said to Hachi, I was like, dude, I don't think PlayStation's gonna do anything.
Well, they got him banned for false reporting when he started to report you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, hey, he tried to report me for the fact that he thought that I was the one who invited you guys into the group chat.
Well, that
was funny.
I did say it was you, to be fair, and I did that for bait. Like, I knew for a fact you'd be on the report, and I didn't want Sydney, aka fucking Ben Drowned, to be the one to get the report tickets, because the poor man went through a lot, yeah. Because he started off on your group side, right, and then very slowly but surely he started being like, wait a minute. He was just reading this shit, and then he started talking to us, so he just realised, wow, you're just a bunch of fucking shit posters, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. Because he messaged me, he was like wanting some 3D stuff done at one point, like he was like looking for some 3D assets or some shit. But then he wanted like pixel sprite assets. I was like, bro, I don't do 2D shit, man. Like, if you want 2D shit, then fucking, I can give you names of people who'd love to do it, but...
Ben was badly mistreated from Hachi. Very mistreated.
Oh, was he? He's watching right now. How badly mistreated was he? I want to know this.
Oh, every time, whenever Ben was saying something about like, because if I remember correctly, in the chat, in a group chat, he said something about like, Rivian did this, and I think Broly was around that, and I think Hachiro said something along telling to Ben's like, "Shut the fuck up" or something like that.
Oh, that was at the end.
I don't remember.
That was right at the very end. Like that was when Hachi, like, you could tell he just had enough, right? The guy really just had enough, right? And the cherry on the cake was him inviting us to the group. That's when he started his little live stream. He did a live stream that lasted 2 hours, right? Now, I want to point out what I was doing during that live stream. During that live stream, I was fighting the, what was the boss called again? It was the one in Fortuna, whatever it is. It's not Orb Mother, the other one. Profit Taker, that was it. I was doing Profit Taker for the first time.
With, the Profit Taker.
With Scrub Lord, Stone Zone, and Zero, right? We were doing Profit Taker for the first... Well, I was doing Profit Taker for the first time, and Scrub has done it before, right? And they were just going through it with us. And then Ben Drown was in the party, and then Ben Drown was like, "Bro, you seen the group chat?" And I was like, "No." And it's like Hachi on an alt account basically calling himself fucking the second coming of Christ at one point.
Oh...
Like, I was like,
that was so fucking cringy.
I was just
as fuck.
I was just thinking, like, what? How badly do you need to fuck up parenting for that to actually be the case? You know, like,
you know, today he thinks he's the god of Conclave in PS4. Really?
You can't even get a game without El Impero teaming him.
Jeez, the last time I saw him in Conclave, I think it was last month. He just joined and. He got killed twice. He's all like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. It's too laggy." I was all like, "It's not even fucking laggy."
No, it's just because he's getting beat.
But you mentioned something about KD farming.
Yeah, so the video he made ages ago calling for me to get banned and for everyone else to get banned, but that featured the teaming against Reguldo from years and years ago, right? He mentioned, so the whole point, he was trying, so he spent a whole week, as he put it to me in DMs, he spent a whole week trying to compile hard evidence of me KD farming to ruin me, right? Now I'm like, well, you ain't gonna find any footage of that because it doesn't exist. So good luck.
Yeah, but that was years ago. I mean, like, what's done, it's done. I mean, like, it's not like you're gonna go like,
the video is itself, right? That the teaming, like, there was a whole backstory behind that too. So local boy.
Exactly. There's a reason.
Like, the guy, so, long story short, right, the guy was teaming either Arrakis or Stone. I keep forgetting which one it is. I think it was Arrakis, right? We were all in a party together.
I think it was Arrakis.
Yeah. He was teaming Arrakis with Stallion, and then we were like, oh, fuck no, and then we all fucking joined and teamed them back. And then Reguldo, even in the video, like, Hachiro keeps the original audio, which I love, right? In the original audio, he goes, he says to whoever he's in a party chat with, "Oh, I've killed them a bunch of times," and you see at the fucking end of the video, he hasn't even killed anybody. Like, even lies in his own video and then uploads it.
I know.
Like, how stupid. Like, this is the caliber of what I had to deal with at the time, and I just fucking loved it, and that's what kept me around. This type of,
I can't believe it. And I can't believe I was like that. I mean, like, but if you want to know how I end up just deciding to leave Outcast Moon, is when Verity. Well, not Verity. Yeah, Verity. She was talking with Hachiro about, like, you know, like, about my situation, and apparently Hachiro was actually planning to, you know, get rid of me. He was basically just adding me just so I can get quote unquote better on Conclave and didn't have to just be on my way. And Verity's all like, "So really, so this is how you're gonna treat him? I mean, like, he's been supporting you and he was always been on your side, and this is how you do it?" He's all like, "Well, I mean, like, I'm not trying to be like the bad guy. I mean, I don't know if I still have it on Discord. Oh fuck, I think I deleted the conversation with Verity. Anyways, basically, I'm trying to think here. So yeah, so she was basically defending me, and this is why I told her, it's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm out." And that is when the last time I talked to you on by PlayStation 4, you know, like, talking about, like, Hachiro's true colors and how much of an idiot I was. And I was on my path of redemption, which I'm still am, by the way. I still have a long ways to go.
We'll talk about that in a bit, but continue with the rest of your story.
So anyways, afterwards, so Verity just telling me, saying, like, just leave. So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm done." So I said, "Fuck them. Just fuck everything else. And this is when I began, going on my 2 years hiatus. So I was just started, playing some different games, watching anime, and which recently I was watching Sword Art Online.
Not much of an anime fan, I've got to tell you, but
that's all right. That's all right. I'm not going to go too much into it. So, but then after that, when I was going on Discord, and well, it all started when I was watching your videos, and I bumped into Red Falcon, otherwise known as Mike the King, and we were just talking. And when I told you about like what Hachiro wrote about, I don't know, did I send you the screenshot about what he wrote to me? All that shit.
I don't think you did, but it'd be, if you have it on you, send it now. We'll go through it and you'll get my live reaction.
Right.
But I won't don't dig for it so it takes away from conversation, obviously. But we can do it later. But
I could do it later afterwards.
I got a DM. I'm not going to say who DM'd me. Well, it wasn't even a DM. It was in my Discord, and someone put Hachi does put Cam as God at the end of the support tickets. I remember him showing me it. If I swear to God, I will pay real money. I will pay you money if you can get me that. Right? I want to. I want it. I will frame it. I will take a photo of it on my wall. Right? I will fucking frame that shit. Right? It's that good.
Put on your Hall of Fame.
No. that was some PTSD shit you just caused. Oh no. My graveyard.
Whoops,
if
bad.
Arrakis is in the thing, you'll know what I'm talking about. My graveyard, am I right? Oh, no.
But anyways, back for the story. So the reason that I decided to get back on Conclave is when I met my two good friends, Consuming and Mike, and they were asking me, like, hey, you should come back to Conclave. But I kept on telling them, like, nah, it's just like too much toxicity, blah blah blah. But then Mike told me, like, you know what, we could just do private matches. So I cave in. I say, fine. But I told him, but if things goes out of control, I'm gone. So I came back, and it's like a little balance. It's like there's some that goes good and some that goes bad. It's like a wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mike himself at one point wasn't a big fan of me either. I remember that. It was in a video. It was an old video. It was right before Shield Gating came into play. Right before they removed Brahma. That was the last time I spoke to him before we had like an actual conversation later on.
Right.
It was in a public team annihilation match. It was all my group versus like him and like two other randoms, and we like fucking utterly demolished the lobby. I then receive a DM. And he DM'd me being like, why does everybody think you're an arsehole or some shit? And I'm like, well, I guess because I am. Like, I don't know, what would you want me to answer? Like, I'm not going to argue that. And he was like, wow, maybe you are a dick. And I'm like, lol, yeah. Just continue playing. Like, I don't, like, I think at that point, he was looking, I don't know if he was just angry with the results, which fair enough. He didn't get a single kill, and it was just all of us just jumping around and fucking kicking people and like up the coring them to death and shit. Like that was the result of it, and I think I died once. No, I died twice in each game. I died twice because I got Neja ulted and then I got meleeed by the same guy that was using Neja. But anyway, I didn't get flawless, but I think Scrublord went flawless. Anyway, right. End result, it was just a meme to me, and I think at that point, I don't know if Mike was in Hatch's group at the time or not. I didn't notice or look at his profile because I just thought he was just some random at the time. I didn't remember him. He was like I remember he was an old, like, now that I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, that was when Mike was there. Mike was an old Conclave player, if I'm not mistaken. He used to play in Local Boys group. That would be an interest. This is why he was going to be my first guest on this, by the way. He didn't want to come on, so I was like, alright, Consuming, right, perfect. But I was going to talk to him about the older days and the older stuff in it, with when Local Boys group was like a major thing as well, like something like that. I wanted to make sure that I covered every base with it, because Conclave goes back a long time. You're quite new with it, right? So you came right on the decline when the Zos were introduced, right? Because pre-Zos, Broly, like Chains of Harrow, everyone will, like, anyone who disagrees with me obviously doesn't fucking play Conclave enough, right? I'm sorry, I'm going to put that out there, right? If you disagree, I'm sorry, you're wrong, right? But Chains of Harrow, best update for Conclave, right? The fucking best, right? It was the update that got rid of Ash Nakana bullshit, right? So the Nakana wouldn't just one-shot you on a melee combo. They introduced Conclave specific stance mods, so it wasn't the PvE shit. They introduced they nerfed bow and arrows. They introduced a bug for the Daiku that made it so the person firing the arrow has a slight chance of getting headshot by their own fucking arrow, right? It was just the most perfect update, right? Snipers were nerfed, right? Fucking the Snipetron would just 3-shot someday and the Vandal would 4-shot, right? It was like, bro, like, it was a fucking good era, right?
I know.
That's when it was good, and then slowly but surely the PC players complained and whined, right? And then they brought snipers back, and then they brought the Daiku back, and then the update hit. What are you talking about? Here we go again, fucking Zero. Fuck off, right? I'm right. I'm fucking right. You know I'm right. And I said this to you fuckers. I said this to you all. We were in a party, and I remember it vividly. I was like, this is going to be the most balanced Conclave will ever be, and it's only downhill from here. And every single one of you bastards laughed at me and said, shut up. I was like, well, it's fucking real. This is just going to happen. It's only downhill from here. And here you fuckers are agreeing with me. Fuck off. Right? This is the case. Right? That is exactly the case. Right? Chains of Harrow, best fucking update. But, you know, fucking meme. But Chains of Harrow was great. And now that we've got this shit, you know, it was like an entirely different fucking game after this. It was just all fucking downhill. And every update something broke. Right? Every fucking
I know.
Like every update something broke. Every update it was just AIDS, right? It was just pure fucking unadulterated chaos. It was just Brahma. What was it? No, right after it too. Right after fucking Chains of Harrow, right? It was like the fucking 0.5 of the update, right? So it wasn't Plains of Eidolon, it was just pre that. It was the Hydroid rework, right? And then they introduced Hydroid Panthera. You missed that one. Oh boy, that was bad. Right?
How bad was it?
So my theory, I don't have the exact thing for it, right? But the theory goes, the Panthera blade teleported to people within your affinity range, right? So if you're using it, it'd go to your affinity range, and it would just literally stick inside of them and constantly do damage and kill them. You could target people through walls. Yeah, it was bad. It was you just need to hold down alt fire and everybody around you would die, right? It was that bad.
Ew, that's fucking broken.
And then once you killed them, they'd respawn. You need to use Undertow again and then pop back out and then hold alt fire and then you've killed them all again, right? It was that bad. However, I came up with this little fucking... I'm not going to take full credit for it, right? Because I seen a guy with low-key invisibility, and he wasn't getting targeted by it. And I was like, so invisibility is the key. But then I was looking around, I was like, there's no other ability frame that allows you to, you know, remain invisible while shooting at the person, or even using the Panthera back. So then I realised Ivara's first ability, invisibility, is the only one that does that. So all I had to do was equip a Panthera and like stand in the middle of the map with the invisible arrow cloaking me, and then I would be able to kill the Hydroid with their own fucking with their own shit. Getting sledged and rotted. I guess, like, yeah, you're right, Consuming. It's fun. It's sometimes funny to get Telos ragdolled off the map, right, and all that type of shit. It's sometimes funny, but then you get people who like just exclusively do that. Just exclusively be cancer. That's the issue.
Wait, is Consuming talking about the Tails Boltaser Ragdoll?
No, he's talking about sometimes cheese lobbies are funny as fuck. Getting sledged and rocketed, laughing emoji. I'm like, yeah, occasionally it's funny. I remember when the sledge was just introduced and it was fucking perfect. It was just a good melee weapon. It was just good. Anything with a gimmick, I'll love it, right? So the minute they gave me a hammer that I can throw at people, fucking yes. Oh yeah. Mjolnir. Fucking bring on the Avengers memes. You know what I mean? That's all it was, right? And then they made it. What was it they done to it? Then they added the homing to it right after. I was like, it's a bit cheesy, you know? Like, maybe if I don't use it enough, right? Maybe I just, you know, use it occasionally to knock people down and then snipe them, right? And then you see me using that against Hadshiro back in the day, right? Because back then, all he did was use Volbin ults and fucking all that type of shit. He'd run around, grab energy, and then ult people in a small room when they were chasing him. That's all he did.
Yeah, with the Vortex.
Yeah, that's all he done, right? So, in the video, you even see that. Like, not even 30 seconds into the match, he'd already ulted. Like, that's retarded to me, That's like, why you just use your ult right at the beginning? That's fucking dumb. So then, not even 10 seconds after that, I just Bladestorm him to death. I was like, fuck you. Like, if you want to ult, I'll ult too. He wasn't very happy with that.
Right? I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? Is it stand there and take it?
Yeah, like, I knew it was him too. I just know, like, like, you see it in the screen, split second, there's a big blur that just runs past me. And I'm like, that's because people are actually attacking in that area. Hachiro wants to do the one thing that he does. He runs away. And then he'll like fire back at the people who are attacking each other, and then he'll get the kill for it and be like, "Yeah, I'm a skillful player. I just stole the kill." That's all he does is steal kills.
And he complains that whenever someone steals his kills.
Yeah. So consuming.
I mean, you see his videos. It's all like, he's like, God damn, why are these people just keep fucking stealing my fucking kills?
He even complains about that shit too. That's what caught him off with teaming, right? He doesn't team in the traditional sense, right? What he'll do is you'll be like, alright, we'll prioritise this guy. So they'll prioritise a guy. And then they'll kill him. And then once they've killed the guy, they'll kill each other, or one of them will kill the other one, right? And then that's how it'll be disguised, right? But he uploaded a video on JQMac, and it's clearly, blatantly obvious, right? Fucking, what's his name? I think it was Ace Gaming. I can't remember their voices. They all sound the same to me. Apart from Dark. Dark sounds like that chubby black kid that you fed too much chocolate, right? That's what Dark sounds like. He fucking, like, if I can, hold on. I need to fucking find an image here, right? Hold the fuck on, right?
Okay.
All I typed into Google there was chubby black kid, and this meme, if I can get it, it's on Pinterest for some fucking reason.
Yo, this nigga Terry.
No, that's not it. I just want the fucking image. I don't want fucking N-words on my stream, thanks. That came through too. God fucking damn it. Right. This kid. If you see on the stream, that's what I imagine Dark to look like. Right? That's what he sounds like to me, right? So the only one I can differentiate between is Dark and Hachiro, because Hachiro can't fucking speak English, so you can tell what Hachiro fucking sounds like, right? Dark sounds like some fucking really chubby fucking black kid. Billy and Mandy. I don't know what you mean by that, Zero. Sorry, I must have cut you off there. But yeah, fucking. That's what he sounds like to me. So I don't know. I can't tell the difference between Ivan, aka who's Ivan again? What was he called? I remember him by his real name.
Snafu, I think.
That was Snafu. Yeah. So I can't tell the difference between Snafu and Ace because they sound the same to me, right? And that's not being a racist meme, right? I'm not even meaning to be racist here, right? I can't tell the difference. Their mic quality's that shit, right? So
right.
That's the problem with that. So I don't know if it was Ace or fucking Snafu that said it, right? And he was like, bruh, like, get off me so I can target this guy real quick. He says that in the fucking video, and then you see him getting a kill against JQMac. I'm like, bruh, like, fucking obvious teaming, right? This is the thing.
It was the same thing when I was in the party chat with him, and we were all like in the lobby. And whenever they see JQ Mac or whatever like cheesing, I hear one of them saying like, "Yo, just stop it! I'm going after this guy. Could you fuck off?" I was all, and I said like, "Dude, I'm here to play."
Yeah, like that's the thing, right? So you've got Consuming in the chat, right? So Consuming, teaming, right? So you all do private matches because you don't like teaming, right? Why don't you all just make a team? You ever thought about that? Do it back.
Well, see, here's the thing. We were planning to get as many people to get back at Hot Chief, because the fact is,
I wouldn't have said that then on stream. I would not have said that on stream if that was the plan, because he'll be watching this.
No, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap if he watches it. I don't give a flying fuck if he watches it or not. I mean, like, this needs to be heard. I mean, like, the way the time when Consuming was on Conclave and Hachi and Prince Somnus and others were teaming up on him, Consuming messaged me on Discord and he was really upset about it. And I was talking to Mike about it. It was all like, dude, this needs to stop. This is coming from someone who wants the toxicity to end on Conclave, and you go around and teaming people?
Bro, hold on. I have the exact fucking image to put up now that you said that. Now we're going into that territory now. We're talking about the teaming of Consuming Fire. Right, hold the phone. Where is it?
Okay.
Where is the fucking image I want to put up? Where is it? We all know what it is. We all know what the image is. Right, I just want to put it up. Fucking, where is it? I don't have it on my Photoshop. There it is. Found it. There it is. Oh boy. See when so Consumer left me a massive fucking paragraph, right? I'm not gonna say what the paragraph is. I'm not gonna say any of what happened in the chat. But the end result of that chat was this poster. It took me all of 30 seconds to make this, and I'm fucking proud of it, and it's the Wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive, 100 plat reward.
Dude, when you show me that image, I swear I was in fucking tears because that was fucking golden.
No, right, I wouldn't have an issue with Hachiro if he wasn't just so fucking fake, really, would it? Like, see if he wasn't just so fake, right? He probably would be quite entertaining. He kind of is already entertaining because of just because we know the story. He actually is a lolcow, but no one knows about him, right? And that's why he's so entertaining to me, because he's just, like, he's so fucking fake that eventually, like, it's always gonna compile on to it, right?
He's not just fake, he's a hypocrite. Yeah,
there's that, right? But the fake, that's whatever, right? The fakeness is the best part, right? I remember, I've got screenshots of him talking about how he's got a BMW and all that type of shit. And then he just uploads a video there of him giving him fucking a house tour. You fucking seen that kitchen, right? He opens his fridge, and the only thing in his fridge is just shit. It's like, people who have a BM, right, have money, right? You don't live in a rented accommodation. You don't only buy packets of crisps and then fill your fridge with that, because the reason why he does that is to make it look like he's got fucking food. Because he doesn't. Right? Like, bro, just fucking be honest, man. Like, he's playing a free-to-play game.
Just be honest with yourself.
Like, we're playing a free-to-play game. I'm playing it because, one, it's a fucking free game, and it came with the fucking PlayStation as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not buying half the shite that was on there, right? I'm not much of a fucking gamer at all, right? I play like 4 games, right? I play Borderlands 3,
of course.
Right? I play fucking Warframe, I play Terraria, and what was the 4th one? I was going to say Last of Us, but the second one kind of ruined it for me, so fuck no, right? So, no, I don't...
don't spoil the second part, because I have the game, I haven't played it yet.
I'm not going to spoil it, but you're like, it's a great game for an hour, but then after an hour, you're just like, I want to die. You're like, I want to die. I won't say, like, anything, but you do want to die. There's moments where you're like, oh, there's a cliff there, let me just jump off of it.
And then all of a sudden it's like, nope.
I don't know, but then you watch your character die. You watch you die, and you're like, ha, lol. You're funny. It's funny. You love it. You actually want to. You actually want to die, right? That's all I'm gonna say about it, right? But it's not worth it. If you've already bought it, just do yourself a favor and don't play it. Just don't.
But is the story good at least?
No.
Straight out, no.
No, it's not. No, it's not good. No. There's moments of redemption in it, but no, no, it's not.
So in other words, like there was like a bit moments of redemption, but it's like no.
Like I said, after that hour gameplay mark, no, no.
Did you beat it?
I did beat it, yeah.
Okay.
But you should be asking, did it beat you? It did. So
yeah, there are some games I play. I was all like, when my friend said, "Did you beat it?" Like sometimes I think the game just beats me.
Hold on. Fucking just type in this in my chat, right? Just so I can find.
Right.
Fucking.
But yeah, with the consuming it situation, like I said, I mean, like. I don't know. I was really mad, so that's why I talked with him, and then I talked with a few others. I even mentioned to you about it too.
Aye.
And we're saying it's like no. If we see him, it's like no, we're not gonna be fair with him. Fuck this. And it's coming from consuming the guy who is from someone who's just being chill in Conclave, just having fun, and this is how he's being treated.
Well, Consuming wasn't chill at the beginning either. Like, let's be honest, buddy. If you're in the chat still, you fucking.
Well, I wasn't either back then,
bro. Like, yeah, that was the thing. He was. I think everybody starts right. Like, I don't know what it is with the current time for it, right? But
right.
I don't know. It's just Conclave just devolves people, I think.
Not just that, it changes the people's personality.
It's fucking fake. It's all fucking fake. It's a show.
I know.
Right? And then you know, you got all the PC people joking about, lol, the console of fucking people are at it again. I fucking laugh every time because yeah, you're fucking right. And they're the same though. They're not fucking immune from it, right? I've seen them and their fucking retardation, right? They talk like it's just such elitism in their chat, right? And oh, hold on, I need to talk about that too. Elitism in that chat because Hachi had a fucking absolute explosion with that. I was kind of bonehead, but now I'm chill. Bro, you're fucking like the shit, right? See, when I came back, right? So I had a nice hiatus, right? From I want to say April to September, right? Last year.
Right.
I arrived back in September, like just before September. So everyone else is sort of playing about, right? It's kind of alluding to what's going to come, right? So, Arrakis is playing. And Zero's playing, right? Scrub's like, no, I ain't coming back. Fuck this, right? I'm gonna be focusing on my studies, and we're all like, chill, bro, right? That's Scrub gone, right? But Arrakis came back. He was like, fuck it, I'll come back and see what's changed, right? And
what about Stone?
Stone's still doing his architecture. He's
okay.
He's currently teaching at university.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I think that's what he's doing now. He's doing something. I occasionally see him playing on PC because he's not got his console with him. He's not even got his PS4, so he can't even come on if he wanted to. I might give him a message later on and be like, "Lol, Halakha Wraith is his thing," and we'll just see him pop on instantly. But that was him, right? And I was thinking, where was I going with that? Oh, fucking, we're all coming back, right? So we're all coming back, and then
we were talking about the Elite, I think.
Yeah, so we were all coming back, right? But I wasn't even back yet, right? And then Verity and I think it was Zero, right? Talk about, hey Rib, there's a guy running about pretending to be you, trying to like saying he's training noobs and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I think I was in the middle of like my finals when it came to like modelling, and I was like fucking just really just done with everything, right? I was just fucking stressed. I was like, you know what, I'll come back to de-stress. I'll go back on Morphin to de-stress, right? It never happens that way, right? First thing I see, I come on, and then I speak to Consuming, and then he collaborates the story, and is like, yeah, so there's a dude apparently running about, right? I was like, well, what's his fucking PSN? He was like, I don't know, but he trained this guy called Zero Souls, or whatever his name was. And he was like, oh yeah, Zero Souls says hi, and I'm like, well, I don't even know this person. Who the fuck is he? And then I'm like, well, I do know this person. I do know who he is. He's the fucking dude that went on the forums, and I'll get this up now, right? I'll just do it live on stream, right? And hopefully nothing weird comes up on my fucking search history, am I right? Oh yeah, I want to point out, if something does, I'm doing female anatomy, is all I'm going to say, right? So if you see a fucking Google search of tits, that's why, right? I'll show you that at the end. Try to model tits is a fucking pain in the backside, because I need to model arses and all. So that's not working out either. Right, hold on, what am I typing? Right,
I bet the chat's all like, sure, Rivian.
Well, I would just go on Pornhub. Like, I don't need to go on Google to find pictures of an ass and, like, some ass and tits. Like, I want actual still images. I don't want to pause a porn video just to get a good look.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to have good designs.
But, right, we'll go to Conclave feedback, right? I ain't even signed in, right? I don't know what this is. This is April 21st, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll scroll down, right, and it's still here, right, and it was from Zero Souls Navigator mod. Hi, I'm looking for a mod that navigate your throwing weapons, and I see this YouTube name Ribium something, and I see ever since I watched the video I was looking for it, but I have no luck. Please help me.
Really? He actually wrote that?
He did write that. He got a response, and it's an ability from Ivara Warframe, and then it was like link to Navigator. I see this and I respond to it. So I want to point out that I occasionally Google Ribium and I occasionally search on YouTube Ribium in case something new pops up that I haven't seen before, right?
Right.
And this popped up, and I think I was half a bottle of vodka down speaking to some other people that was in my course, and I was talking about all this shit and how it's funny and how it's all just a big meme and all that shit, right? And they're like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, yeah, okay, it's funny, right? And I respond to it, and I'm like, I can't believe you went to the forums to ask what I was doing and how. And I'm like, yeah, I use Ivara's second ability called Navigator to freely control projectiles, right? I'm like, I put names and skins on all my weapons now because it's fucking so easy for people just to copy it, right? Like, that's...
Right.
It's just how it goes now. People don't want to make their own builds, they want to just take them and just fucking use them, and then people think that they made them, and then they ask them how they done the build, and then it's like, oh, I didn't. So it's funny, right? So I'm like, this shit happens with me. You've made another forum post about fucking Wool Sledge, right? Now, I don't know what happened, so I'm not even gonna read this. It's like, when you say Wool Sledge, I'm starting to hat it because you see just too OP when being in team deathmatch. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, clearly this guy's English isn't the best, right? But you get the point, right? This guy wasn't wanting any of this shit. Let's just search.
Right.
I'm gonna just search Hachiro, actually. See what happens in here. Because I want to... So yeah, Hachiro wanted to do his own talk show. Funny enough, around the same time, I was inviting Consuming on. And
right.
I was laughing at this because it's like, bro, this guy was talking for years about doing it, and now suddenly when I'm like putting the word out, leaving public comments on YouTube, because obviously Hachi's watching everything that I do, right? He may not be as like obvious about it, but I know he does, right? He's probably watching right now.
Oh yeah.
Right, and he's doing it in a way to try and like prepare or protect himself in a way, because his old method clearly wasn't working. He's done the silent treatment. He's taken the furries' advice, right? Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the Surface Conclave talk show. He put this originally on Conclave feedback, and immediately got removed and was placed here in the fucking fan zone. I posted this on February. I think the day after this was my video with Consuming, and I said to Consuming, I was like, look, I don't want this to be about Hachiro. It's gonna, and the reason why I done that was because I knew for a fact that I didn't want the first thing I talked about or the first show I had with Hachiro, and Consuming didn't really have much of a history at the time with the guy. It's kind of inevitable that I talk about him with you because you're literally fucking, you were inside the man, right? You were fucking,
oh yeah,
you were rimming him. Right, there was no fucking.
Absolutely,
right,
yeah,
like
absolutely. I was basically on his knees. For
right.
fuck's sakes.
Like, bro, like that's just how it happened, right? And you're just getting.
I know.
And even on the forums, I'm like, why is it only for Conclave players on PS4? I'm just, and he's like fucking. He's so angry. He's like, why did you even bother to read this first before saying this?
You know what he makes me reminded of? This YouTuber, Low Tier God.
Everyone compare. I don't watch that guy. I don't care enough. But I remember he left. He left
this guy
a comment.
is fucking salty as fuck.
Yeah. So he left a comment on. So hold on. What was it? I think it was Ben Drown posted a video from Low Tier God about internet stalkers, right? And I was like, I wonder, like, I'm just going through the comments of it, and I was like, yeah, I wonder what he considers it. So I watched the video and I cringed. I was like, this guy's a fucking retard too, right? And then lo and behold, a paid member of his chat is Hachiro. So he watches them too, right?
Oh yeah.
So.
And you can see the resemblance of their attitude, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just it's blatantly obvious, and the guy, and this Low Tier God guy, like he's got a following now, right? He's actually got a YouTube kind of following. He's not going to get anywhere due to his fucking toxicity, right? But like he's got something at the very least, right? So I don't know, like Hacho wants at least that, but he's not gonna get that. And the reason why is he's covering a game mode that barely anyone fucking plays, and then That's it. Oh, that's fucking Perk Franklin. Where I go again? What? Prisoner.
But let's be fair between Hachiro and Lothier God. At least Hachiro, when he loses, he doesn't per se rage quit.
Nah, but you hold a grudge.
Oh yeah. But Lothier God, it's just every time he loses, like in Super Smash, Street Fighter V, I think, Tekken. Whenever he loses, that's it. He says like, so like, I'm done. Get your ass banned. So like, dude, he paid you to have a 1v1 with you. So I said to myself, saying like, at least Hachiro's not. It's not like that. At least not yet. But yeah, I can see the resemblance between these two.
Sydney, I don't know what you're meaning in the chat, bud. Where I go again, prisoner or zero? I don't know what you meant. What? No, you linked a low tier god video, Sydney. That's what we're talking about. You linked a low tier god video that was covering Hachi and his shit, I guess. Right.
Mm.
And it was like a video of low tier god talking about how he was getting stalked on the internet, and now suddenly, like, I actually, you didn't realise he was in the comments. Hold on, I'm trying to go through my Discord to find it, because literally, like, I love Discord, because it fucking appeals to my meticulous nature of fucking documenting everything. We have 7 viewers, by the way. This is higher than any fucking video currently Hachiro's actually uploaded. So I'm happy with that. 7 fucking viewers. Welcome, everybody. We're coming to the end of the stream too. We're approaching, but we can go over an hour and a half. I don't want to keep you for too long though, because so far we're only talking about Hachi and fucking you. But it's a major.
No, don't worry about it.
It's a lot entwined with you though, right? And this is the thing. Like, you've went from L's clan to El Impero to now Hachiro's clan, right? And now you've moved from Hachiro's clan. I don't know what, like, this is the point now, bro, where you need to make your own, right? You need to make your fucking own, and you need to do your own thing.
And that's what I've been doing. I was all like, that's it. I'm done. And that's why whenever I see conflict going on and people trying to get me involved, I was all like, leave me out of it.
You don't need to say leave me out of it. You can just take the stance of being like, you're a degenerate, you're a fucking degenerate, fuck off and leave me alone. That's what you need to do. Like, people.
Well, that's what I've been doing to Taco.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's the thing, right? I think Taco genuinely has some type of learning fucking disability, right? I genuinely do, right? And
I got a story to tell you about Taco once you're done talking, of course.
Like, I'm just gonna say this, right? Like, the way he conducts himself and the way he posts videos and the way he talks, right? It says to me that he needs, I don't know, maybe to see things in a different way, and he's kind of like narrow-minded on that. So I don't want to be too hard on Taco, because I genuinely think at this point it's like bullying the disabled, right? That's how I'm seeing him. So all I'll do is I'll join his match, and then he'll leave, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to follow him like I did before, right? I'm not going to do that anymore.
Okay.
Because I think at this point now, he's starting to see that as a norm, as a normal thing that he gets now, and he then relates that to his ego, and he thinks that, oh, I'm a top tier player because Ribium's following me, and fucking cringe if that's how he sees it.
He thinks he has fans.
No, that's just a defense mechanism. That's just him trying to be like, oh, look at me, I have fans. He put that on my YouTube. I'm like, bro, you're the one on my fucking YouTube channel. I'm like, fuck off. Like, no one says you need to come
It's the one
here.
with your video of a degenerate El Taco. He's all like, wow, I didn't know I had fans. I was all like, what?
Yeah, I think, again, that's just a defense mechanism trying to bait me into like a weird salty response. I'm not gonna bite for that. I'm just gonna be like, look, fuck off, right? Like, end the fucking scenario for that. Oh, what was I searching again? I was gonna search something. Put me off. Fucking hell. I've lost a tangent. I was searching something on my Discord. Fuck.
Well, in the meantime, I got a story to tell you.
Go with your story. On you go.
All right. When I first met Taco in the Conclave, right? So I didn't know anything about the situation, about how much of a degenerate he was. So anyways, Aquarius was started talking shit to Taco. I was all like, what the hell's going on? So I was talking to Taco. I was all like, why is he talking shit to you? He's all like, I don't know. He's been bullying me just because I'm using Meyer, because he thinks Myers is cheese, but I know it's not. And I told him, dude, it is cheese. It's a one-shot blade. He was all like, oh, you don't know the mechanism. I was like, okay. I just don't want to argue. So that's basically. Yeah.
What
So
mechanism?
anyways, he was...
Did he elaborate on that? No?
No, he did not elaborate. I told him. I was all like, "What are you talking about?" I was all like, he was all like, you know how the melee works. I was all like, "Yeah, but I still don't follow." So, anyways, I was being nice with him, all right. So the people were start like, bullying him, blah blah blah. Do keep in mind, it's just before when I found out his true colors.
I know, yeah.
Um. So, anyways, we were friends, and I kind of felt bad for him, and I kind of, defended him by saying, like, I was like, okay, if the people are bullying you, just go to this website and have her make a report ticket. So he was like, okay, but then he was showing me a screenshot about you. I was like, this has nothing to do with Rivium. I mean, this is about whoever was bullying you. Why are you adding Rivium in this?
It's for bullying, bro. I think you need to realise at point that, like, these fucking people always relates back to me in some fucking way, and I feel kind of like I don't want it to be the case, but it fucking like these weird people, man.
I know. So, anyways, Taco and Consuming had a little dispute, and I don't know if Consuming is still in the chat, but he knows what I'm talking about. So I invited the two to have a little sit down, have a talk, just try to control how you talk. Well, I said that to Taco was all like, if people's pissing you off, just let your fighting do the talking. Just stop talking, blah blah blah. So, anyways, we had a little private match. We were having fun. But then after that, we start seeing him in the public matches for the first time. Me for the first time using Saren and Staticore. I was all like, "Dude, this is actually cheesing." He was not replying. So I told him, like, "Dude, can you please stop using cheese or Staticore?" He's all like, "Okay." ... I was all like,
Maya.
"Thank you." Yeah, he switched to Meyer the Hydroid, but then I told him I was all like, whatever. Then after that, he switched to Octavia and Wolf Sledge. I told him, what kind of loadouts do you have? Every fucking loadouts you have is fucking cheese. He told me, because I suck using weapons, I can't shoot anyone. I was like, dude, this is how you practice. Just start with a freaking Mark 1 Bratton. Oh. Or have you control his sensitivity low? I mean, like everyone starts shit when they first start playing it. Everyone. So, but then after that, shit hits the fan. Then he starts killing me, starts teabagging me. I was all like, okay, so he's going to be cocky with me now. And now it's up today. He even started DM messaging me by saying, "Oh, imagine if you're 40 years old going on internet, desperately looking for friends." I'm not 40, by the way. I'm like early 30s. I'm like, what, 32? And I have a job. And the reason I have friends is because I respect them and they respect me.
Yeah, well, like,
what does he have?
He's I don't know what he's got, right? And that's the thing. Fucking right. That's just that's just Taco, right? Again. The more I talk about Taco, the more it genuinely feels like I'm fucking bullying the disabled, right? Like I know. I actually, I see him as that, right? I see him as that like one kid in the learning support. I don't know what you call it in America, right? You have like, in fact, you're fucking like you said, you're 30. You're probably used to fucking scream rooms still being a thing.
Pretty much.
Right, fucking bring back scream rooms. That's what I'm asking. It's too many times. I remember going through high school, right, and this is one of the reasons why I thoroughly fucking enjoy fucking with people like this, right? It's because there's these fucking cunts that are in high school and they're all fucking like clearly like got anger issues and they're all on fucking so much medication that they can't even fucking function in society, right? And you see them, like, I opened the door, because I had to fucking, what was it I was doing? I was in English, and I had to come downstairs to the fucking learning support fucking area, right? Because I had to speak to one of the fucking cunts there about getting laptops for everybody in the class, because, like, he was showing, what was he was doing? He was doing some, like, written thing, and everyone had to use a laptop, and he sent me down to go do it. As soon as I opened the door, it was literally like the fucking meme, and that's why I love that meme so much. It's like when you open the door, and, like, one of those fucking tards run out, and they, like, escape. like, that's what happened, and I'm like, bro, like, why are they not in a scream room? Why are they not in a fucking jacket? You know what I mean? Like, that's my view on it. If they can't, like, this is the thing.
I know.
And I know it's probably horrible and like evil to say, and that's like people are probably like, whoa, holy shit, Rubium supports fucking locking kids up in fucking straitjackets. No, I support fucking locking kids up that are like running about the hallways and like try to smash windows and that because they're that tard raged up, you know? Like, put sedatives in their fucking lunch or something. Like, holy shit. Like, it's fucking... That's what we had to deal with here. So, yeah, back in your day, you had scream rooms, right? My day, no. You had to just fucking let them run about, and then you just followed them throughout the corridors and that, and I'm, like, cringing hard at this, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
I think we still do, but I'm not sure.
You fucking hope so.
I'm not sure, but it'd be it would be a perfect place for taco, because the fact is, every time I chat with people in public, tell them, he goes on like, oh, Broly's an ass kisser. I just go on saying, what, you jealous or something?
But I don't know. I'll put another screenshot up there. I think this was one of them that fucking... I think this was like a really early video, and I called it Rivety Wrecked at one point, and as I think Rick and Morty just released or some shit, and I thought I was being funny. Right, and then fucking we've got your comment here. It's over for you. Hachi has officially humiliated you by showing the world of how much of a hypocrite you are, thanks to his latest video.
Wow, just hearing and reading it was all like, wow. Man, am I such an idiot, am I?
Hazy asks, why is Corinth so bad?
I don't know, because of the fucking range and its alt.
It's range, what?
Well, I can't quite say the range because it's hard to tell, because most of the people that are using Corinth, it's mostly the alt, you know, the explosive shots.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, how do I explain that? So the explosive shot, you have to be at a perfect distance away from the person to really land that explosive shot. That's the drawback, right? I think the primary fire's fine. I think the Corinth is kind of fine. I think that's one of the only last remaining fair shotguns, because the alt fire is the only thing that a person who uses the Corinth is going to use against a melee player. That's all I'm thinking about, though, right? I'm only thinking about melee because I fucking hate it, and it's the most cancerous scourge in this game. There's more broken melee weapons than guns, right? And that's just the fact. So, I love any gun that can deal with melee weapons like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have Corinth too, but most of the time when I use it, I don't use its alt. I just want to use it like, you know, its primary, you know, like...
Did you go off on anybody?
Like a shotgun, you know?
Yeah, but did you go off on anybody for using Corinth?
Oh my goodness. I don't remember.
Don't remember. Consuming asks or says Strun is fair. Not, bro. Strun is not fair. You fucking, bro. I've shot a Strun and it's like stripped shields from like fucking the other side of the fucking map almost, man. Like the Strun is. Well,
that depends on which Strum he's talking about, though.
Oh, he's saying.
Does he mean just the normal Strun or the Wraith?
Well, he says Strun, so I'm assuming the regular, not the Mark 1.
Hmm.
But the Wraith is completely broken. The Mark 1 is like, meh. The Strun is fucked, but not as bad as the Wraith. Like, nah. I think there are only... What shotguns are fair that's left, right? Fucking... What's it called? What's the one where you charge up the flat cannon one? What's that one called?
Wait, the flat cannon? Wait, a
Dragoon? No, a Dragoon. I think that's the one of the I don't know. The Tsar's no shotgun. That's a primary.
Oh, no. But if you switch its alt, it has like a little spread fire.
Yeah, but it doesn't have shotgun modding abilities. So it's not a shotgun. It may have like an alt fire, but it's not like it's not the same. It's still a primary weapon with limited range. It's not a shotgun. Astilla.
Okay.
Astilla. I'm tempted to start using the Astilla because the AOE goes through melee blocking. So.
I'm trying to think of that shotgun you mentioned.
Yeah, it was the Dracoon. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That one's fair. The Astilla's fine. The Corinth, I think, is fine, but on the powerful end, it's definitely fucking good. It's there is a lot of shit associated with the fucking with the alt fire, because I get that people just spam the alt fire, but if you're like running away and you're low health, I love when people die to the alt fire. I don't use it myself.
Right. What do you think of the heck?
Hate it. Bro, heck, any variant of heck, Sobek, broken.
Oh, Sobek definitely broken.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Not Heath Ledger. What's his name? Leith Hedger? That's his name.
Man, that puts Heath Ledger's name in shame.
Oh yeah, bro, he's dog shit. He's cancer. Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Hazy's like, yeah, Broly, you were just fucking. It was like you were raging at people today.
Wait, I was raging at people today?
Yeah, you started shit today or something. I don't know. It's fucking says very.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, in Conclave today, sometimes I have my positive side and my negative side. So it's like it's in the balance. That is why I said I'm still on my path for redemption. I mean, I still have a long way to go.
But well, here's the I think you need to. I don't like. How can I put this? You need to. I wouldn't just say calm down, because that's just not gonna fucking work ever, right? Just telling somebody to calm down ever is not gonna fucking calm them down, right? But if if it's genuinely an issue that you end up just coming out with something that you later regret, just fucking get yourself chat banned. Like, just do it, right? Serious, right? That'll stop any future fucking incidents happening. At least when you type, you'll type into the fucking void and no one will see it, right?
Right.
And then from there, work your way up, right? Like that's just about that's the best amount of advice I can give you if you're genuinely trying to change. Or if you want to focus the fucking shit talking, then aim it directly at the people we've mentioned before, minus tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Because I genuinely, again, if you want to bully the disabled, I'm not telling you to do it, but if you want to do it, I mean, I can't stop you. It's online, right? So if you want,
I ignored him because it was pointless. Now he was reached a point. He just DMs me saying bullshit, so I reached a point. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just block him.
Well, I'm just checking it now in chat. We've got 4 minutes left before technically the end, but I'm willing to do a bit overtime if you're fine with it, right? Because we have basically.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
It's mostly talking about Hatchet. We have 7 viewers, right? We have people here that are enjoying this, right?
Okay.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure if I just search your name in my Discord, I can get some screenshots from before, because it'll talk about the situation that caused it.
Okay.
If I go to old screenshots, it's being very weird. It's not giving me like a whole fucking drop down menu, is it? Oh, it is. It is giving me them. Oh boy. So remember when Maiden got banned? For the first time?
Yeah, I remember.
So he called Hachi an N-word.
Yeah, because I was because when back in the time when I was with this Outcast Moon, I just hate that name. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was like I was actually being teamed by all the Imperial, and Maiden's all like, "Yo, where is your friend, the king of N-word?" Yeah, he's like the king of N-word. Oh, and then I was like, and I said to him saying, "Go ahead. I'm just gonna, just make a report to DE." And one man is all like, "The DE and us were like good friends." I was all like, "Really? Then why are you banned?"
Fucking. When he got banned for that, he got banned the second time right after it for ban evasion by making a new account and shit. So that's what got him permad. He then came back for a brief amount of time, and they got permad again. Like. The guy.
Apparently, one Maiden said he got banned because of Hachiro. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was Hachi that got him like for the final nail in the coffin. He basically targeted him for that. I think it was roughly around that time I made the video of like the wee fucking little graveyard we made in my dojo. He fucking he hated that so much. Like he was livid with that. I mean, that was obviously
not
the
to
point.
mention that little clip of him lifting weights.
He says it's not him, but it was from his YouTube channel, and I don't know who it is, but it's still funny to me. Like. There's another thing as well that was going around.
I mean, if it's not him, then why are you posting someone else on your channel?
I don't know. Like that's look, if it's not you, then it's still funny though. Like, I mean, I would just laugh at it because like, "Lol, Ribium thinks that's me. What a retard!" Like, you know, like you could make that your little in joke. You know, it's still it makes me look bad, but I still like the video. I think it's funny. So,
Right.
I don't honestly with Maiden now. I think he's changed a little bit. He's
Oh yeah, he's changed. We're chill, me and him.
Yeah, he's you know he's doing his own little thing now. Like Cantus has mellowed out a lot too, because Cantus was like before was really like ready to like start conflict with people, but he's mellowed out.
Yeah, I've actually noticed lately with Countess that when I see him in Conclave, I see that he's less toxic than he used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's learned from GTA at the very least.
But Red has an issue. I don't know if he has anger issue, but the thing is that if he gets killed too much by the same weapon, he'll decide to use like something out of the extreme. Because there was one time that I kept on killing him, and he reached up to the point he started teabagging and emote me. I was like, and I DM'd him. I was like, did I do something wrong? I just playing my game. He didn't even reply back. I was all like, okay.
Well, Red originally was Red Panther, and he used to just be this random like noob that would just rock around with Strun, because Scrub fucking kind of, I don't know, I don't know what happened, what the story was with that, but Scrub kind of fucked him over a bit and just absolutely just fucking you reamed him in a match. And then he joined El Impero, and eventually when he allowed them to change his name and shit, and that's what happened there. But we know who all of them are. We know that we're kind of their stories and where they came from. It was originally like El Impero started because of my group. Like that's kind of like what started it. I kind of regret that, to be honest, but it happened, and they're all, you know, El Impero's a thing. They're their own little Conclave clan, and I think in terms of other Conclave clans, they're up there as a pretty solid one now, because there's no other Conclave clans around. It's just us and El Impero. Like Hatch's clan. Like where are they? Like what do they do? Like fucking, they don't do anything, right? He talks about teaming.
I barely see them in Conclave.
Yeah, he talks about teaming and how it's bad and shit, and I'm like, that's just because you don't have a fucking team to support you. Like you don't have anybody. Like fucking, your entire team doesn't exist.
Exactly. Especially the way how he treats others like that, and he's expecting to have a team to back him up. Fuck no.
Must be weird though, like for you, you're kind of like in a twilight zone, because it's like I used to really support this guy. Like I used to.
I know, and as we're talking, I have it in my head, my saying like, having a reminiscence about like why the fuck did I join the group? Why I was acting like that? I mean, like, why can't I make my own decisions?
This is why you should probably become your own group leader. Like everything that someone says to you should always be taken with a grain of salt. Like you can't just even people you trust. You should always just make sure that everything lines up, because clearly when it came to Hachiro and El Impero and everything with that, like we were always on opposite fucking ends, and so far it's just always ended up with the same fucking result, hasn't it? It's not changed.
Yep.
Right? It's ended up with you on the other side of it. It's ended up with the other group looking like a bunch of fucking idiots, and me laughing a lot, right? So, choosing... I mean, again, there'll be times where I'm fucking wrong, and I'm in the wrong. Like, I'm not going to fucking paint myself as some type of fucking perfect cunt here, right? Like,
no one's perfect in this world. So
fucking. There's no point in that, right? But like, maybe like, if you make your own group, right? You're then by default in control, right? Is all I'm gonna say.
Right.
And I'm again like this is a very strong fucking suggestion that you do that.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm talking within the next week or so that you do that. A very strong suggestion with how Conclave's going right now, and I mean that, and I mean it. Like I'm telling it.
Oh, don't worry, I'm taking your word for it.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I'm being careful now.
Right. No, but this goes like, because what we mentioned before the stream, got news now. It's kicking up a notch already. Right. I would recommend.
Yeah, I know who exactly you mentioned.
Yeah, I would recommend that. Right. Or just stay in private matches. Right. Because it is just going to get cancer real fucking quick now. Because this person is I think about 17, right? He's not even going to school. He doesn't do anything, right? And so far only plays Warframe. Now, literally, even me when I was 16 or so, when I literally didn't do anything, hour-wise, I can't compete with the amount of hours he's going to put in, right? Conclave is going to be just him, right? So, if you guys want to make your own group for teaming, because he's going to do exactly that with Taco and Little Pickle too, by the looks of it, this just in, right? So I would highly recommend, and if you want to give context to consuming, you can in the DMs, right? I recommend you to do that, because if you're not going to team, you're going to get teamed, right? It's what's going to happen in Conclave now, and it's...
Well, normally when me and Consuming, when we do get team, we actually do leave, and then we end up just doing private matches together.
Right, that's all well and good, mate, right? Like leaving, right? But this is just going to feed into him, right? You feed into his little fucking ego, you leaving type of shit. Ain't gonna end well, right? Because all he'll do...
That's true.
All they'll do is upload videos, all they'll do is all that type of shit, and then talk a lot of shit, right? That's all that's going to fucking happen. Is chat been moving? Because I ain't seen it. Why is Rubium gay, says Perk Franklin. I'm not, but $20 is $20, you know what I mean, Chief? I'm a student at heart, you know?
Hey, you just got a donut from that, so why not?
Yeah, I got to work for those pesos, bro. Big Perk Franklin. That's Ben Drowned, by the way, if you wanted to know.
Oh. Well, if he's there, what's up, Ben?
Oh, he's there. We've got 6 people, I think. So people in the chat, we have Zero, we have Ben, we have Consuming Fire. I think we have Hazy. I don't know who else is watching after that, but you know, if you want to again go into context what I was talking about there with that. But anyway, I'm trying to find more fucking screenshots and I can't find any, and that's annoying me because I have plenty of them somewhere, right?
Oh, and speaking of Zero, I did DM him the other night. I'm telling him, like, you know, this was all just a misunderstanding when you explained to me about the situation of him not attacking Red and all that.
Yeah, well, that's I mean, that's...
So I think he's cool with it. I mean, like we had a little 1v1 in a public team annihilation, which he kicked my ass.
That's
I mean, sorry, that's not the proper word. He eviscerated my ass.
He tore you a new one, did he?
Oh yeah. I couldn't even get a single kill. I mean, like, and this is why I told him, it's like, this is exactly why I don't want to do 1v1 with you, because you're too good. And I'm not doing this, you know, in negative thing, because the fact is, I don't want to bore him.
So I'm laughing at that, and also I've put up on the stream while I'm waiting to find more images.
I was there like constantly because he was using a Nidus and I was using I think it was Atlas with Tenora.
How are you?
Holy fuck!
How are you struggling?
Badly.
He was using Nidus. Like, what were you doing?
I don't know.
What did he do? Run up to you, kick you with fucking the new sparring weapons, and then get a stack off of you, or what? Like, what happened?
We were on the map bunker.
Oh, no, alright, okay, we'll skip that again. Here's a Hachi quote. This was him leaving the PC Discord right after I fucking did a psych myth, but the PC players seen through it because little to my knowledge, right, they unbanned that account, and I was like, oh, I'll just join with this account I've already made, and I didn't realise I'd already fucking linked up with it like an idiot. But here's me thinking, oh, everyone's retarded, so it won't matter, they won't search too far back. Well, they fucking did, and then I got fucking banned, right? But then slightly after that, because I was there long enough for Hatchet to spurg out, and then every PC player has now just treated him as a meme, right? And then he lost his shit, and I'll read out what he said, and I'll have it up on screen right now. Fuck every PC player to ever exist. You guys have no chill when it comes to console. Take your bigotry and master race mentality and shove it up your severely stretched assholes. I'm out. Get a console so I can beat the shit out of you, losers, and send you crying back to your stupid keyboards. The Kama's God has spoken. Bow before my incredible power and repent.
He's really something, isn't he?
Bro.
Oh my god.
Broly, Hazy just put Hazy just put in the chat, Corinth would have dealt with Nidus law.
Wait, what did she say?
Corinth would have dealt with Nidus law.
I know, but leave me alone. I struggle enough.
Bro, fucking low Zero is hard to kill. He limbo sniped.
Oh yeah, and there were other matches that when he wasn't using a Nidus, I think he was using Loki with I don't know what sniper he used. I think it was Vectus. I think I'm not sure.
He doesn't use. Well, maybe regular Vectus. He ain't got the Prime.
Yeah, I know it wasn't Vectus Prime because I can tell by the shot. It's like poke, and then a few seconds like poke.
Yeah.
But man,
fucking.
I mean, I can land hits on him. Can't you?
I have a meme to post. This goes out to my boy Loco. This meme. Right, but we'll zoom in, right? Now I'm not an anime. Do you watch Attack on Titan, Broly?
Yes, I have.
Right, I don't know anything about it, and I don't know the memes to do with it, but I still found them funny because it's man taking a selfie with a crying man. So this was in the PC Discord, right? I used to do that with a lot of Daiku.
Think of that episode.
Blah blah blah. Right. So Little Pickle goes, this might go on deaf ears due to the lack of PlayStation 4 players here, but XX review of -XX might be the saddest lowlife I have ever encountered. It seems like he just tries to bully people. If you know him, block him. And then Loco Boy, the absolute Chad, right, makes a fucking I'm reading this and I'm just like, bruh. Like, it comes to the point where the shit that I do is just, like, automated when it comes to fucking...
Right.
Sorry, my mic cut out. But yeah, it's just automated now. It just happens when I'm fucking with people. The memes just write themselves, right? And my response, LMFAO. Right. He eventually posted it, hold on, and this was the fucking... And there was, like, more... He made... So then my pal Mark, right? Now, Mark, I know him in real life, right? He's a real good friend of mine, right? He does 3D modelling and everything with me. He's in the year below when it comes to education-wise, but the guy's like 27. He's a fucking absolute Chad, right? Mark comes in and makes a whole bunch of fucking more Attack on Titan memes, right? And fucking Mark is just an absolute fucking shit poster, right?
Right.
And hold on, what is it? I need to find his meme. Discord's not doing the whole from user thing, so I need to like scroll all the way fucking up. So yeah, I mean to scroll past all the thing. We invited the aforementioned new guy, Timar, to the fucking chat, and we just sat there and roasted him for about 20 fucking minutes. But yeah, and fucking Mark made this shit, right? It's just, I don't know any of these characters, right? I have no interest in anime. But, like, apparently this shit's hilarious to Attack on Titan people, right? And then all this shit was then sent to fucking Little Pickle, right? And then fucking Little Pickle then came out with this shit, right? Like, legit. He just opened I don't know. He opened his phone, and then he put Ribium on a turd on the toilet seat, and he's like, yeah, that got him. Got him good. I'm just... It never fails to fucking amaze me, right? Of just...
Right.
What the caliber of Conclave is in PS4, right? Because it's never fucking new, right? It's just always... This is why I'm getting bored of it in a wee bit, right? It's the thing.
I'm getting bored of it too, slowly.
I'm getting bored of fucking with the same people, and like, it's not... Well, they're not the same people. It's different people, but they all act the fucking same, right? So the results are the same. Right, see the video I posted a little while ago, right? And it was hold on, I'll even fucking, you know what the best part about this is, mate? I can just put it up, right? I can just fucking show my own video on stream, right? Because this is how little of a fuck that I give, right? Put it there, right?
Right.
I don't even know what the quality is going to be like. It's a recording of a recording of a recording. It's like such a fucking meta, right? Hold on, we'll skip to the part of it. Now this dude, right, Control Orlando, I think he's called, right? You've encountered him before. So this guy, right, he plays, who can I compare him to? I can compare him to Justin. I can compare him to, who can I compare him to? Maybe you a little bit, but not too much actually.
Okay.
But I can say now, right? He does what he'll do is he'll complain about it in chat. He'll complain about shit in chat, and then he'll like give up in a game, and then stand there, and then occasionally try and kill you when you teabag next to him without killing him to try and get a sneaky kill on you and then leave type of shit. But you can fucking read you can read the lines, right? You can tell when they're gonna do it. And at this point, I'm like, oh, I can see and highlight his name through the glass here, so I just kept mind controlling the guy, right?
Mhm.
And he's like being all cocky, he's like dancing, he's like, oh, I'm on the other side of this glass, Rubium, you can't get me without coming around, and by that time I'll be away type of shit, right? And he's like hiding around the corner, he's like, who was that? He's like, oh, it's not Rubium, it's the guy on my team. So I'm mind controlling the guy, and about this point here, I'm talking to Ben in the voice chat, and I'm like, wait, if I mind control you, can you just fucking kill the guy, and that'll be funny, right? So I'm mind controlling fucking Ben here, and then fucking Ben then just shoots the cunt in the fucking head. Usually that type of shit, that's top tier shit posting in Conclave for me. That's top tier, just fucking with people on that level, right? It's the same shit, right? That used to send me over the edge laughing, right? Sorry, I'm eating cake now. It's fucking good cake, but fucking hell, I'm watching this shit and I'm like, bro, like, I know a lot of people find this funny, but I've just done this shit so much, it's just not funny anymore, right? I remember back in the early days, right? Javlock, right? I used to just fucking, I felt as if I was a prehistoric caveman hunting some fucking mammoth when I used the Javlock, right? Because all I would do...
Zero's good with it too, with Vivira.
Oh, Zero fucking can adapt to this new shit. I can't use this new Javlock. The Javlock now is terrible. I fucking hate it, right? It used to be the other way around. If I full charged it, it would immediately detonate on impact, but it wouldn't drain all your ammo, and it wouldn't have like some special effect going on with it. It would do less damage, but it was fucking funny. Because I would just... I would literally just fucking throw the spirit cunts, and it would like fucking stick into them and kill them. It was literally like hunting wild animal in the fucking plains of Africa, right? It was like playing Far Cry, like Primal, but without being a shitty game, you know. I'm literally like fucking running around them. Like, this is what I loved about it, right? And we had like this meme where we all went Ivara Javelot with Navigator, right? And we just fucking navigated, like, it was like a fucking Archers Ready type of shit. We like fucking threw our Javelocks at the start of a match. We all navigated them into the fucking enemy team. And they were all just stood there like, what the fuck? It was literally like the fucking archers from like one of those fucking medieval times, and it was like this type of shit. No one does that. No one does that anymore. No one coordinates in that way ever, right? No one plays like that, right? And again, this is why you had people in the fucking forums being like, "How are they doing it?" Because they don't fucking understand the game. They don't play the game enough.
I mean, it's just like learn the mechanics.
There's that, yeah, but I don't know. It just, no one will ever play like that ever again, right? It's just, teams come and go, right? And people try new weird tactics, right? PC people come up with these fucking weird tactics. It then comes up and then gets regurgitated on console, and then you get the one or two retards that are on the PC Discord, Darth Escar, for example, right? They'll try something that the PC players suggested, and they'll get fucking pit on their arse immediately, because it just doesn't fucking work, right? They just believe anything that PC players say, right? The thing is, they were like talking about Navigator at one point, right? And they were like, maybe it should do less damage. And I'm like, why should it do less damage? It costs more than 50 energy and I need to hit somebody with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Like, why should something that takes energy away, makes me have to stand still and be vulnerable, to do less damage? And drain a resource that I could use instead to kill people. Why not kill my enemy instead of stagger them or stun them? Like, what's the point in that? Navigator, I think, Navigator needs a buff, right? It needs a buff. It needs to go back to the beautiful one-shotness it had before, like the times 5 damage multiplier. It needs to be back to that, right? Because I want to see...
the Navigate?
Oh, yeah, right. Navigator was broken. And I mean broken for so many times, for so long, right? And we never found it, right? We never noticed it, right? And I didn't even notice it. I just thought Navigator was good. I didn't notice the fact that it had a times 5 damage multiplier until I read it. I was like, oh, I'm navigating people, and I'm one-shotting somebody with a fucking Halaka, right? And this was like pre-shield gating, obviously, right? Like, way before it. Like, this is when Ashtakana would just started coming meta, right? And I found this shit hilarious, right? And I realised, wait a minute, that'll work on AoEs, and then Javlock came into effect, right? It got to the point, I don't know if you remember old Wukong, right, where, well, not an old Wukong, like old Wukong, right, where you'd use DeFi, and then you'd gain your extra health bar back, and you'd lose all your energy type of shit, and then it would, you know, come back on you, I guess, right? So you'd lose all your energy, and then you wouldn't die, but then you'd gain, it basically have a stack, right, from Nidus, right? But it costs a lot of energy to do. It was so, Navigator was so strong with the fire procs, it did 20 fire damage a tick, right, on when you got hit with it, with Navigator, because it's a ×5 damage multiplier from the Conclave stats. It was real good, right? It would tear through a Wukong with DeFi, right? There was no fucking way you were walking away from this, right? It was a guaranteed fucking missile from death, and when I discovered this, right, it was brilliant, because back in those days, no one knew what I was doing. I had people in the comments being like, Ribian, how are you able to get the Javlock to follow me? In the chat. Or like, why is your Javlock flying through the air crooked as if it's like a fucking bent, like, witch's broomstick, right? That's what we had, right? And it was simple shit like that. And that's when things need to be broken. If they're broken in a very subtle, discreet way, I don't see the issue with it. That's why the Sarata, right, back when it first came out and it was debugged, right, when Scrublord discovered that, right, he was the one that discovered that shit, by the way. I want to point that out. None of these fucking PC retards, right, none of them fucking figured it out, right. He figured it out. He was like, when the Mire became broken and we realised that the Mire was broken because poison, we were like, what other poison weapons are broken? So we tried the Sarata, and it wasn't doing anything. So he tried the AoE, wasn't doing anything. And then he accidentally let go of the button early, and then it fucking one-shotted me by doing 268 poison damage on impact, right? There is nothing in the game that can survive that. Right? Like, nothing.
Absolutely not.
Like, actually, no, there is. Atlas Rumbled can survive it. You see it in my video, and then I just Azuma him to death. Right?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Right, so there's that one, right? And, I'm loving this. I'm like, well, I can use Navigator again, finally. That's when Navigator becomes fucking good again. Because you, like, honestly, the videos, I had so much fun, because that was the same shit I used to do with the Javlock back in the day, right? Like, see the video where the guy is, like, outside the map camping with Vault Shield, right? Like, making sure that nothing can hit him. He fucking sees it. He sees the Sarata flying towards him, and he's like, oh, that's cool. And then he sees it swerve around his shield and come back and hit him. The guy was not happy about it. He was seeing all this shit, and that's why you had comments on the forums about it, because no one knows, not a single fucking soul knows anything really. Like, and it just becomes like an absolute shitpost, because this determines people too. This determines people who are like good and bad, right? They're the ones that can like turn something from a mediocre, shitty, like weird build into like absolute meme and still win with it. Right? Right. For example, like, Nidus, well played, right? No one used Nidus's Link, ever. No one used his Link, because it cost a stack, and it would drain, it would basically mean you have one less stack and you die, but they didn't realise, wait a minute, if I link onto a Valkyr with Hysteria, I would fucking kill the Valkyr with their own Hysteria. Or, for example, oh, there's a Trinity using Link in a 1v1, I'll link onto the Trinity. Basically, it works as a negative feedback loop for the Trinity, and it will kill the Trinity before it even takes a stack away for you. It's literally, you kill them.
That kind of reminds me when I was using Trinity, when Zero was using a Mirage, and he was using the fourth ability. What's it called again?
Prism.
Yeah, the Prism. Oh my god, there was actually a time when I was in the party. Okay, he came and activate the Prism, and he just just walking by, and I was using Trinity Link. He just walked by, and I don't know how he survived, but all the others were killed by me.
Yeah, it was literally a feedback loop, and I think the reason why he survived is because he rolled out there in time. But he would have been blinded by his own ability, which is funny. It's like Trinity Link.
I was all like, wait, if I got everyone, why isn't Zero still alive? I was all like,
With Trinity Link, you can Telos a Telos player with their own thing. Like, you can ragdoll the person, try to ragdoll you.
Oh yeah, that actually happened. That happened when Suri tried to do it on me. And he just tried to ragdoll me, and then here he goes ragdolling, and here I'm just shooting Zaki on him and saying, like, now you know what it feels like, huh?
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think if people realize with the builds that they use, if you fail against your own build, is when you know it is actually the build that makes you win, right? But if you don't, if you can survive your own build and absolutely meme the person using it, it's when you know your build's successful and it's you that can take full advantage of it.
Right.
I have an idea with Trinity's first ability in Acrid. You know something? I'm building Acrid right now. Because
yeah, Consuming told me about Trinity's first ability with Acrid. He told me about it.
I haven't seen it with Acrid. I have no idea what you're talking about with that. I just seen the fact that it done 35
I've seen
damage.
it. He demonstrated to me with the first ability with Acrid. I mean, like you know with Trinity that it makes you look like you're invulnerable, but as soon as it goes off, it's like you're losing the amount of damage.
Yeah, but shield game, it'll stop you from dying. And it doesn't matter if it's poison damage; it will just revert it to regular damage. It won't one-shot you. It will take away all your shields, but it won't just kill you. Or at least that's how I think it works.
But it did one-shot me when he tried it on me.
Oh well, I might be wrong then. It might just convert it into poison damage right away. And if that's the case, then why Acrid? Why not just use fucking what's another good poison secondary? I was going to say Zacti, but maybe Acrid. No. Maybe Acrid. Maybe. Now I think about it, yeah, Acrid would be better. Yeah, it does stack Toxin, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Acrid would work. Try to think of another thing, actually. It will one-shot, man. Yeah, but Trinity's first ability doesn't keep them in place, though.
No.
And I don't know how fast the dart or the projectile goes and all that type of shit. I don't know, but like either way, like you can stack it up on them.
You can ask Consuming about it because he has it.
But that build as well. I remember that reminds me of another thing too. This is another thing, right? Everyone now loves sparring weapons because of the knockdown, right? Bro, that shit has been around since fucking I was using Javelot. There was videos up of me kicking someone in the fucking face and knocking them down and then just tapping the Javelot into them to kill them. Like, that's how the shit worked in the old day. And I didn't just tap it like the old days and it just falls in front of you type of shit. No. I fucking stood over the top of them with it and I fucking speared it into them, right? You have no idea the satisfaction of that shit. And when they were blocking it, right, I would take a little bit of damage, but the AoE would kill them because, you know, AoE goes through blocking, so fuck them. That's just how it was. Yeah. And it was so good. Like, that, honestly, it was like fucking hunting the wildebeest in the wild. It was like hunting fucking wild animals and then making them your bitch. Honestly, it felt that way, alright? There was a guy, called Flaming Recon, right, and he was this fucking dojo jeweler that came into Conclave talking shit. And and I'm not talking lightly talking shit, I'm talking full blown talking shit, being like, I'm the best dojo jewel player, and I'm like, congratulations, you're the fucking king of the shithole, you know? Like, king of the sandpit, guys, I've won. So he then tries his luck in Conclave with Ivara Daiku, right? Obviously clearly waiting for Artemis Bow and then use Artemis Bow instead of the Daiku, right? Guy hated my fucking guts because all I did to the poor man was navigate him with fucking Javelok until he just fucking gave up. Like, honestly, I did not give him time. I'm like, if your bullshit arrows are going to fly past me and one-shot me, then why not my bullshit AoE weapon I actually have to control and get closer to you than your arrows ever will? Oh, that's another thing, right? Frost King. Fuck him, right? That fucking boy, right? He has the audacity to whine about fucking Saren Lanka. That motherfucker ran about with Daiku for so many years, right? He complains about getting one-shot. And I'm like, well, fuck you. All you used to do is run about and one-shot people. Fucking, I remember you. Fucking Local Boy remembers you. Like, fucking, like... He was part of the original Arminium group. He was part of the group with, like, fucking Rigoldo and Stallion and shit. That brought me into this whole fucking mess. Like, bro, like... None of those people, fucking Local, all that shit, they can't fucking complain about one-shot stuff, because all day is all that type of shit. It's just Daiku. It's just fucking Daiku.
I know. And since you mentioned about Frost King, he actually did tell me about saying that he was just trying to be a neutral, and then he said that there's always drama. And I told him, as well, like, dude, we reached a point that every day is basically drama.
This dude, like, fucking, he's I don't even know how to explain it, right? He's just so... He can't make his mind up, right? Like I said, there was one game where he was like, there was Taco in the match running about with Myers, fucking miring fucking new players, right? In an Annihilation lobby.
Right.
I join, and then I'm like, oh, I'll go cheese. And then fucking the dude then blatantly sees I'm using static core, and I'm actually actively trying to avoid him, right? And then what does he do?
Right.
He comes up behind me and tries to shoot me with a fucking Daiku arrow. And I'm like, fuck you. And I just turn around and I fucking tap the static core in his head and he dies. And he like whines about it in the chat and then leaves. I'm like, oh, go fuck yourself then. I'm clearly like not looking at you. I'm clearly like avoiding you. It's blatantly obvious what I'm trying to do and who I'm going for here. I type it in the chat when I get the opportunity. And then what does this fucker do? He like whines about it in the chat and he's like, oh, Rivium's a teaming cheeser. I'm like, bitch, you were there. You just get in the way. That's all he was doing, was getting in the way and then getting himself fucked up. Not my problem.
You also mentioned about like that you guys are also doing AFK kills.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does AFK kills mean? Does he mean if a guy stood there dancing and he's like giving up? That's AFK killing. He's not AFK. He's fucking there and he's just salty at the fact he's losing. That's it. What do you expect me to do? Stand there bored for 10 minutes until he leaves? If that's just the one person there or whatever. No, of course I'm going to fucking kill him if he stood there deliberately trying to waste time in the match. He can go fuck himself. I'm not going to accommodate for that. Like, no. If you have the audacity to stand there and do fuck all for a game and just dance, alright, to try and be like, oh, I give up. Why are you in the match? Just leave. Just fucking leave. But no, they stay in the match and they'll stand there and dance just to try and be like, lol, I'm just going to stay here and like waste your time now. Like, no, I'm going to get my kills off you now. Because you're just fucking, all you're useful now is for getting the fucking kills. Because you're just being a useless cunt and you're deliberately doing it. They're not away from their computer or anything, well, their console. They're not away from anything. They're just stood there. Sonicor and Joe Camas are a good
that's what they're doing to me when it just says that I'm not playing it, and people just start killing me because they're here to play. They're not here to say, no one fight, fine. I'll just get kills off of you.
If there's another person in the match, right, then okay, I won't just target the guy that stood there. But if I fucking see him, and I'm like, oh, the person I'm attacking is like respawning, I'm gonna fucking shoot the guy in the head because there's no point in him being here. Like, no, if you're just gonna be there and be a fucking bitch, then I'm gonna kill you. If that's what he's meaning, right, he has no argument, right, because that's literally fucking what you do with these cunts, right? They're just here to waste your time and stand there, then you still kill them because you might as well get something from it. Exactly. Hazy. Fucking Hazy right there in the chat. Then they try and shoot you when they don't expect you. Fucking exactly that. Like, how long Frost King's been playing, right? He's been playing from the start, like, probably slightly less time than me, right? He's been away for quite a while, right? And you can't tell me that that shit has never happened in his day of playing. That has always happened. It's always been the case, right? And this fucking guy, he just, honestly, he whines about the most fucking weirdest shit. Because I don't know what it is, right? I really don't know what's going through his fucking brain, right? I think he recognises me. He knows who I am when it came to him from like fucking years ago. He knew about who I was from when fucking Local Boy was talking about not going into Team Annihilation alone because it's not fucking safe. Like, all that type of meme shit, right? He was there from that fucking beginning. And now he sees that I'm still here, and he's like fucking salty. He's like, oh, you fuck, you still here type of shit. And I don't know if that is the case, right? I could be wrong. But for some reason, he's just got something in his fucking brain that doesn't work right.
Well, I mean, it's like that night when I was a bit upset with Zero because he was not messaging me until you explained to me on Discord the reason why. He's not just gonna, like, enjoying the match, just stand there and just start typing, so I understand that. And then what I said to Frost is saying, watch out, we have two teamers, so I mentioned Zero and Red. And then he says, oh, like, yeah, I know, and Zero, and he's like, I'm sorry?
I've got the screenshot, I've seen the whole thing.
Okay.
But fucking, Zero fucking screenshotted at the end, like, but fucking, bro, like, that's the thing, this is another thing that I hated about it, right? If there's any PC cunts watching right now, if there are any of them cunts from the fucking Discord in this chat right now, right? It is fucking Chinese whispers, right? It's all it is fucking Chinese whispers, right? It started out as stupid, like, fucking Xbox Mongos, right? Heard my fucking name from somewhere, probably from my YouTube channel, right? And then took it as, like, the holy fucking gospel. Or maybe it was Loco himself, right? Because Loco started that shit on PS4, right? The whole Ribium does this, like, fucking all this type of shit, right? And it turned out it's like, it's all just Chinese fucking whispers, right? And now when I literally came on the Discord, And I was like, you're all fucking cringe. And I got fucking banned. I'm like, bruh. Like, legit, I genuinely don't fucking care. I honestly, if it was just, I will be honest, I stick around because I enjoy fucking with people, right? I do enjoy it, right?
Right.
But it didn't start that way. Like, if this fucking community was just a normal place that was just normal and didn't have any of these weirdos on it, right? I would have been long gone.
Yeah, less toxicity as well.
Like, bro, like you guys, you fucking people watching, all 5 of you watching right now, right? You all know for the case, right? What causes me to fucking just go in on somebody is just if you act like an absolute retard in matches, right? You talk a lot of shit for no reason, or you make really fucking highly edited YouTube videos making yourself look like a fucking better player than you are, and then when you go into a match, you just leave or whatever because you see me joining for whatever fucking reason. I don't get it, right? I go into public matches. No, I'll tell you a story, Broly, right? This is when I came back in the September. I went into a random public Annihilation match, and all I seen in the chat was, oh, look, it's Ribium. I'm like, I don't even know, like, who these people are. I have no fucking clue who they are. And then I just get fucking, and then they're like blatantly trying to team me in Annihilation, and they all go fucking, like, I don't even know if I died that game. I might have. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't if I don't know the fucking case before some cunt brings it off a screenshot being like, yeah, you died twice. Right? Like, fucking anything to try and get a dig in, right? But fucking, fuck that. It's like, people, and that's what I find funny as well, people right now, like, oh, you're getting teaming, like, that's why, you know, I don't play anymore. Like, bro, I've been living with that shit my entire fucking time that I've played. You just fucking are learning to adapt to it. That's it. Right? It's something that's not new, and you're all just finally experiencing it. Right? You make a team. You make your own team, and then you have a fucking fight back with it. That's what you do. That's literally it. If you don't like teaming, make your own team, or don't play. Right? That's your 2 options. There's no point whining about it, because it's going to happen regardless, right? The bell is being rung, right? You can't unring that shit, you know? Like, fucking Gabriel's horn is sounding, right? Teaming is here to stay, right? So, you've got 2 options. You either play with a team, or you don't. Or, like, that's it, or you don't fucking play. And that's just how it is on consoles now, especially. That's it. So, Hazy puts in the chat, Frost also picks fights with random players. Well, unless you have screenshots to back that up, Chief, I don't know, right? But I do believe you. I do believe that to be the case. I think Frost needs to get off his fucking high horse and just see what's going on, right?
I mean, he's pretty chill. He's pretty chill with me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't doubt that. He's probably like the nicest cunt to talk to. But see, when it comes to just him in a chat or whatever,
he actually is really nice.
Like,
it's just I don't know what's been going on with you and with with you and him, and so this is why I don't.
You can't see he's not had a good match with me, right? There's been a match where he didn't kill me, but he almost killed me twice, right? And I won, and it was a public match. It wasn't like a proper 1v1. People joined that were new players or whatever, right? But like, bro, that's just it. And I've had a normal match with him, right? That was it. And then after that, right away, he switches to fucking Lanka, Saren. I'm like, are you smoking something? What are you gonna get out of this, Chief? But that's literally it with him. Like, fuck that. So, honestly, right, that's the thing, right? I'm torn because it's never going to end, this shit with Conclave, right? Unless DE pull the fucking plug.
Oh, it's not.
And I'm praying for them to kill Conclave. I'm praying for DE to come out next update and say, okay guys, we're disconnecting Conclave. It's going to die, right? I want that. I want it so much, right? I want them to kill it, right? For my own fucking sanity, they need to kill it, right? Because if they don't kill it, we're going to get more tacos, right? We're going to get more fucking Hachiros, right? We're going to get everything. I want DE to either fix the game for the better, right, or fucking kill it. And kill it fucking immediately. Just cut it off. Like, fucking cut all heads of the Hydra off, right? Because if they do that, right, if they kill Conclave right away and just let us keep the Syandana that's lit up, right, and they're like, all the mods are now in Nightwave, and all the skins are now sold from fucking Teshin through, what's the other thing, Steel Path, right? They do that. I won't complain. And all the mods that we've got will get converted into Endo. Good, fine.
Yeah. Like, besides, Warframe is mostly focused on PvE anyways.
Yeah, just fucking kill it. Just kill the fucking mod.
Yeah.
Right, just kill the fucking mod. Right, let's get it done. Right, because the people who are now left in Conclave, right, me included, right, we are no fucking healthy at all for these communities, right? I thrive on the fucking degeneracy and the filth that happens, and I fucking love pissing these cunts off, right? There is 100%. You know something? See if Hatchero released a fucking video, Broly, basically saying Ribium is a prick, Ribium thrives off of pissing people off, Ribium does this and that, right? I wouldn't be able to argue. I wouldn't argue. I'd just be like, yep, that's true, correct. You know, I wouldn't argue, right? And then what would happen is nothing, right? Because he's preaching to the fucking choir.
Exactly.
No one cares at all, right? They fucking know why I'm here, they know what I enjoy doing, and they fucking know for a fact that it's never going to fucking change, right? That's just it.
Oh, getting back with Hodge really quick, I remember that screenshot you were showing me of him just copy and paste. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, I had that up on the stream for a bit.
Oh my god. When you showed me that screenshot, I was all like, he's losing it. Actually, forget it. He already did lost it.
That's what I'm talking about, though. You said to me, in the comments of one of the fucking videos, you were like, bro, you're affecting his sleep. And you have no idea how much I laughed at that. I was fucking dying. I was wheezing, Broly. I was fucking, like, you know that wheeze meme? You know, like the fucking, I couldn't breathe, Broly. For a good solid 10 minutes, I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Right, I couldn't fucking breathe. And I was thinking, is this man, like, I was thinking, are you exaggerating what this man's saying? Or are you, and I'm thinking, how far can I push this, right? And immediately it fucking worked, because all I had to do is make more videos, and all it done was push a wedge between him and his clan members who didn't care enough and didn't want anything to do with it, and then they all fucking left him. So at the end of the day, that's what happened, and now his new approach is to not mention it, and that's not helping either, because his fucking clan members are just watching the videos, or just playing around and seeing I'm a normal fucking dude who loves to wind up fucking retards, right? And then and then that's it. Like I've never hidden anything. I have kind of lied a couple of times about things, but then I've always kept, like, the videos, especially with the shit we use, like, oh, Broly invited me. No, he didn't. Like, fucking, it's always obvious when I do that type of shit because it's for a bigger purpose, right? But fucking hell, no point in just pulling that shit. Right, we're gonna end the stream at 2.5 hours, right? Because we ain't doing this for too long, right?
All right. Yeah, not just that. Because soon I'm gonna make something to eat, and then I'm just gonna take a little nap. Because I've been up since 5.
Fucking hell, man.
I know.
You could have told me that. We would have I would have had an actual proper schedule for the stream, and I wouldn't have went off on a fucking tangent twice.
Yeah, I know. It's just it happened suddenly because this guy, like I told you, the employer broke his leg in 2 places, so I had to fill in for him.
He's probably raging right now. Oh, made his hair fall out. No, right, I think he'd have stopped watching by now, and he would never have watched to this length anyway, right? Like, he would have just watched it from the start and then seen it. But this is the thing, this is the difference though, right? See, when Hatchero streams, he gets no fucking views. See, when he gets videos that's not drama Warframe related, he gets no fucking views. And he gets views because I share it around because it's funny. He has no audience. Like, how does he have 300 odd subscribers? I'm telling you, man, he's paid for that. He's paid for those. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
not just that, but he has a fucking shitty mic. It's like it's all muffled.
That's not his mic. It's his teeth rubbing against it. I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just what's happening.
No, I mean his mic. The audio.
Yeah, his audio, right, his audio's bad, but the reason why it's worse is because it's doing this. You can hear this? He's doing that with his front 2 fucking teeth up against the mic. Because he's got a sock over it type of shit. I can do a good Hachi impression here. You guys ready for the Hachi impression? Right, he's fucking ready for this one, because it's a fucking good one, right?
Hey guys, it's your boy, D-Mystery here. Coming at you again live from Conclave. Today we're going to talk about the toxicity of Rivium.
Fucking the Hachi voice there.
It was quiet.
It was quiet. I need to like hold the mic up because I'm actually having to jam my whole fist in my mouth.
I accidentally hung up.
Oh, did you? Fuck, I'll do it again.
Hey guys, it's your boy, D-Mystery here. Coming at you again live from Conclave.
Fucking, you have to really jam your middle finger in between your mouth, like your two teeth. So that's what you have to do the Hachi impression. I should teach people how to do it. Since he copyright strikes any time I show any of his content or anything, I was thinking about just writing everything that he says down and then doing the Hachi voice on top of it and see if he copyright strikes it because it sounds so similar to him. That would be funny. Can you hear me, dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can hear me.
No, yeah, I can hear you.
Right, chat. 15 minutes before stream end. Any questions you want answered, go for it. All three of you that's left. I'm guessing that was my clan members that left after hearing me rant after fucking about Chains of Harrow again for the 9th time. They hate it. They hate the fact that I was fucking right about it. They were fucking... Oh, they should have listened to me, man. We would have all just left right after that too. That would have been a smarter thing to do. Just all fucking quit Chains of Harrow. Like right after that update was done. Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a paragraph from fucking Consuming. I'm expecting good Hazy, big skate Hazy here to like write a couple of sentences. I don't know who else is watching the third person. That impression. Yeah, I think I do a good job of it. I mean, I've studied the man enough. Like basically, I know what his impediments are when he says his S's. His S's rub against his two teeth, which causes the effect he's got braces in.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does have like really two big massive fucking chompers. Like,
oh yeah,
they're visible. Like, see when he speaks to someone, alright, I'm guessing he never receives eye contact. It's always they just stare into the void in between his fucking teeth.
It's just like Austin Powers, so like
Bro, fucking Austin, no. Fucking, I need to Photoshop that. Fuck's sake. There was this
having just some guy acting like Austin Powers, just staring at Hachio's in the gap of his teeth, like
get fucking mesmerized by him.
Right.
Another thing too, he was talking like he made he had like a big massive fucking rant with me at one point, and he fucking in the chat of that rant, he was like, "Oh, I have a job and a girlfriend." I'm like, I'm calling shenanigans on the girlfriend part, Chief, because fucking there is no danger. There is no fucking danger with the attitude that you've got. Any fucking self-respecting woman would stay around you for a bit longer than about an hour.
Oh, I used to remember back then when he used to say that I used to work with Sony. I was all like, yeah, bullshit.
Hazy says, why would you let your kid play Conclave if you were aware of the people in there? I'm guessing this relating to the start of the stream when you said your kid was playing and Ellen Piro and all that shit was there.
Oh, I have no clue. Wait, that was the question about why my kid was playing Warframe?
Yeah, this is a chat comment.
Oh. To be quite frank with you, I mean, like, I thought that it was because my kid had his own account and his godfather was playing, so they were like, well, hey, let's have a little match. But until one of these two showed up, it's because my best friend, when he mentioned, like, my name, so I guess something must have triggered them.
So, okay. So that was on an alt account and all that type of shit?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean...
But yeah, I know. I mean, like, the fact is, he was just having fun playing with him, and I told him, I was just like, like just be friendly with everyone, just don't be like me, like being like a total douchebag whatsoever. But then after that, when he called me, shit hits the fan. So yeah, that's when I went out and reached out to Hachi about it. And there was a mistake, because the fact is, that's how my toxicity, started to grow.
Peaked. Right. Any other chat questions, guys? 12 minutes almost until I hit the end stream button.
Oh, you're about to end the stream?
Yeah, in 10 minutes. 12 minutes,
okay.
Actually. 2.5 hours, I think, is long enough.
Fair enough.
Especially for half of it fucking taking the piss out of Hachiro's fucking chompers.
I know. I mean, like I know we should have done this a bit earlier, but like I said, I mean, like it just something came up.
I get you. My fucking PC was acting absolutely brain dead, so.
But I wanted to visit my grandmother at the hospital.
Yeah, especially for Hazy's sake as well. She's been watching, and she lives in fucking, I think it's fucking some random place over in the eastern side, and fucking, it's like 8 AM for her.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Bro, imagine staying awake for a stream. What, you a fucking loser? Dedicated fucking losers. Oh god. Do I have just one more screenshot? Hold on, I'll go through my phone. Right, I've got them all on my phone.
Alright.
I'll just DM them to you on fucking thingy, and then you can see them, and then we can read them. Right, because they're all funny to me, right? I keep them all. I keep every single fucking one of them because they're just.
Oh, speaking of screenshot, I will also send you the screenshot of what Hachi was saying on my DMs on Discord.
Oh god, that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Good old Hachiro.
20.
Fucking. Oh god.
But the thing is, what I found it funny is when it is like this video about like, oh, so Yale Imperial's reaction about for the fact about my renting of their fashion frame was all like, no, that's not why. They just don't like you.
And also because like I kind of said, hey, let's all fucking make sure he can't get a game, and they were like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. I rallied the El Imperial. They are under my command. Oh my fucking.
But I mean, God. In all seriousness, when he was doing a video about other people's warframes, they look like shit. So like, dude, it's their warframe. I mean, I have my Atlas, and he's all black, and he's ugly as fuck, but I don't care. I'm telling you, my Atlas, it looks like it just like it got cooled off from the lava. That's what it looks like. It's so ugly as fuck, but I don't care.
Yeah. Hold on. This is from his public Facebook. I think he's deleted his Facebook now. So he came out with this, right?
Right.
And this is a quote from. So you know with Facebook you can post quotes and shit. This was like right when they came out. And I think this was on 2017. So it was a while ago, right? Nothing to do with Warframe. But you can see the difference in the way he acts in person and in real life with people who know him and then people that's on the internet with him. And it's just the fakeness I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, bruh, it's fucking... It's definitely... Look, it's definitely up there, right? Of just fakeness, really. The guy, in my opinion, doesn't have much of his own fucking original personality, right? And everything that he does is sort of like an act and demands attention. Hachiro told me to fix my negative KD. I spent most of my time in Warframe dying to veterans and cheese. Bro, consuming, take it from me, the dude with the actual highest KD, right? And I fucking hate boasting that now because it's cringe, right? Take it from me that Hachiro's a fucking KD farmer. Right.
Oh yeah.
Stop! Don't ever listen to this guy ever. Right. When Hachi talks about KD, I remember Scrublord sent him, like when we were arguing with him years and years ago before any of this shit happened. Scrub was like, Hachi, you're never going to have a positive KD, right? 2 years fucking later, he then messaged Scrublord on PlayStation with a screenshot of his KD as 1.1, and he was like, you're wrong, Scrublord, and I'm like, fucking, this dude. This is what I mean. He holds grudges so hard. Imagine dying to a pink Atlas and Tigress named Lol.
Yo, I just sent a screenshot, bud.
Oh, better. Yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah. I remember reading that. So yeah, this is proof that he's on my channel a lot more than he's fucking wishing to be, and you can tell it's his screenshot. I don't know how to get that type of custom text, but I know it's Hachiro because it's always his fucking text, and it's cringe.
All right.
Must be his like fucking learning disability thing coming in handy. Like fucking Jesus Christ. Hachi's a hypocrite. All the videos of him spouting bullshit, being toxic to humiliate others on YouTube for the past 3 years. And all of a sudden he speaks about redemption. Yeah, that's something as well. I don't know how terms of time here. Let's just have a quick check here. Right, 5 minutes. Right, in terms of him, right, talking about redemption and all that type of shit. Right, so plugs. Right. So he was like, okay, we all need to come together, redemption, all that type of shit. Rally under me, right? And I'm laughing at this because like no one's gonna fucking do that for you, Chief. And I make my video being like, no one cares about you, fuck off, right? You're not some community leader here, right? I wouldn't be either, right? I'm not putting myself on a fucking pedestal here. I couldn't do it. I know for a fact that you won't do it. Fuck off, right? No one will rally behind anybody, right? Fuck you. Basically was my video, right? And fucking, he was then talking about that, and then Plugs comes out with a video being like, yeah, I'm done being toxic and all that shit, and Hachi's response to that was another video basically being like, it's too late for that. Fucking, like, what? Like, how much of a grudge do you hold against Plugs, man? And to me, right,
that reminds me, when I was in the party chat with him, and then when back then when it was Santana, he tried to be really nice with Hachiro, and the fact is that was back then when Santana wanted to, nothing to do with you guys. So anyways, he tried to say, oh, let's just make an alliance, and Hachiro was all like, oh, all of a sudden he's just trying to be nice? Hell no, I want you to stay as being as toxic. What the fuck you think you're doing? I said to Hachiro, well, maybe he wants to change. So he was like, fuck that.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't. He seems like he's just doing it to put himself forward as this like good character. Like he fucked that up the minute I joined that PC Discord, man. I don't know if you've seen the chat. I'll send them to you DM because I don't have them on me, right? But
okay.
He was basically, so I joined pretending, I can't remember who I was pretending to be, right? Some fucking new player type of shit, right? And
right.
He was like, oh no, I was pretending to just be Psych Myth, right? Which was funny because I just joined to see him in the chat or some shit. I can't remember what I was doing. Either way,
right.
He was like, oh, you should know who, like, I was like, oh, I'm in Rivium's clan, right? And immediately Hachi perks up, right? Obviously, not realising I know who he is, right? Perks up, just try to have a normal conversation with me, and I'm like, is this Hachiro in the wild trying to be civil here? And I'm like, there's an ulterior motive here, so I'm being very cautious as what I say, right? And I'm not drawing attention to it or anything. We're just having a conversation. I don't know if Consuming was there. I don't know who was in the chat at the time. This is when it was when I was disguising myself as fucking Arrakis. And then actual Arrakis then joins the Discord and I get fucking banned. Cheers, bro. Right? And then, then Hachi was all like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, but your tune changes when you know who I am, type of shit. I was like, I don't even know who you are, dude. And he was like talking about, oh, I run about with, what was he said? Oh, no, he said something. He was like, I have a very particular set of dual swords I use. I'm like, wait, so you run around sliding with dual swords? So you like Ghost Sea or something? I'm just listing off a bunch of players, right, randomly that aren't him, deliberately to piss him off, right? You'll see it in the Conclave Discord if you were to scroll up enough, right? I think it's in Conclave discussion.
Okay.
And if you just search from user Arrakis or some shit and scroll up enough, right?
Well, I am on the Conclave Discord, so I can always just look.
I am there too, but I'm in disguise. But fucking, bro, like, dude, he was like getting super annoyed, and he was like, I am the fucking, he was like, I am the Kama's god type of shit. He was like going through all that type of shit, and all the fucking PC players were like memeing him for about solid 20 minutes, and I'm just like, oh, so that's who you are, and he's like, oh, your tune changes when you know who I am. I'm like, well, I already fucking, the joke's on you, I already knew who you were. Like, the tunes never changed, Chief, it was always the same. And then,
right.
And then the guy, like, look, long story short, he gets fucking mad and everything. I get banned, and then I find later on that he keeps trying to have a conversation, and all the PC people keep memeing him because Loco keeps posting these old rap videos and shit, like, because those are cringe, right? And all the PC players are just actually done with him, and he's just like a living meme there. And then he gets mad enough to post the "fuck you PC players, get a console and I will fucking beat the shit out of you," right? That was his comment to it, and then that was it, right? Well, all of a sudden, we've got fucking 5 years again, right? But we've got last fucking 40 seconds of the stream. Again, I'll ask again, any comments for Broly here, or me, or anybody, any comments, put them down and we'll answer them, right? We'll give you another minute. Right, I want comments. If we don't get comments, we're ending it, right? Because we've been on here for 2.5 hours. My boy Broly wants to fucking eat something. He wants to eat some mad puss. Ain't that right, son? You want to eat some ass? Yeah.
Yee.
Fucking on you go. Right, let's go for it. Comments. Give me comments. It'll be fuck you, Ribium. Like, yeah, bro. It's fine. I get it all the time. It's cool. Like, fucking.
I know.
Come on, something to end the stream on. We're on overtime. We've been on overtime for an hour.
Consuming, you have anything to say?
Yeah, you fucking say something, Consuming. God damn it. Big fucking.
Come on, bro.
Uncle Ball. What is that name from? Is that like a fucking country ball?
I don't know.
Is that a country ball meme? If so, you are fucking an absolute boomer. What inspired your PSN name? I'm guessing that one's for you, Broly.
If it's for me, simple. Dragon Ball Z. I love the villain Broly.
That, my friend, it's a long story, but it boils back to when me and Arrakis, before we played Warframe, we thought we were absolute cool fucking edgelords, and we came up with cool fucking XX dash names and shit. So I chose Ribium and he chose Arrakis. That's basically how it started. There's a whole bunch of shit to it and some little nuances, but that's it.
So that's why.
Yeah, it's bro, our names, man. Arrakis got his name from fucking. He got his name from. I think it was. What did he get his name from? It was. I want to say Warhammer, some book or some shit, or like a race or something. I don't know. He got it from somewhere.
Right.
If you probably Google Arrakis, it'll come up. It'll be like some fucking Warcraft book lore things. The guy's a fucking nerd. But
okay.
I just picked Ribium. I was just like, alright. Ribium. It's a weird enough name. I'm like, what? Guess what my first name is? And they're like, Robbie. And I'm like, no. But nah.
You should go like, if anyone can guess my first name right, I'll give you 200 plats.
Fucking, like, I can't remember who it was. Somebody guessed it right randomly. I'm like, fuck you. Right, no for Ribium. But yeah, that's a long story short. We got it from some fucking meme shit.
Yeah.
Hazy asks, does Broly want to see Sydney's video? What video?
What video?
I'll take that as a yes then. Post it in the Discord, Hazy, and I'll send it to him in a DM. Right, is that everything, guys? Because I'll end it in 3 minutes, right? If there's a no from everybody, we're just going to end it, alright? But we'll say our goodbyes now, though, Broly. It's good having you on.
Sounds good. Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's a lot of fun. I'm amazed at the views count again. We had a good amount of comments and views for it. I'm fairly happy with this.
That's good. That's good. And if you have any more questions, if you feel like doing another interview with me, don't hesitate to ask me.
Oh hell yeah, man. The community's small enough that I can't actually make this a proper series, so I'm gonna have to go around and do fucking round twos with everybody eventually, you know.
Right. You know, like give everyone else a chance.
Would you like to do a Tigress versus Tigress match with me and Broly? Bro, why don't we make it something better than fucking Tigress? Why not go for, Mitre? Go Mitre.
Oh man, does that mean I have to rebuild my mire?
Not Meyer, Miter, the gun.
Oh, miter. I think I can rebuild that. No problem.
That shit is fucking the fucking Zeus cannon of Conclave, man. You should try it. It's fucking amazing. Headshots with it does over 200 damage just on the impact, and explosion does 300. So ain't nothing walking away for the headshot with that. But good luck getting a headshot with it because it's fucking hard.
Hey, I love a challenge.
I can't even aim it, so that's even better. Hydroid Meyer. No. Let's not.
Well, I do have Hydroid Prime, but I don't have Miter. But I can rebuild it, no problem.
Yeah, Miter. Yeah, Miter with a T. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
I'll put some.
No, it's because I thought you said Mire. I was all like, not that fucking sword.
No, not Mire. Fuck that. That's cancer. Fucking. I wouldn't even want to do that.
Right?
All right. I think we'll end it here now, guys. Right. The update, by the way, on Warframe has just landed. Right. So Sevagoth, the fucking new quest and everything has just been released. I'm gonna head on to do all that shit. Right. So hey, Zero and Arrakis, if you are watching, I'll be on briefly, but as it downloads, I'll be doing my essay and shit. Right. So it's fucking. It'll be a good meme. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks Broly again for coming on.
No problem.
Let's also do a meme weapon match. I've said Dragoon, but we'll talk about that later.